ball over the. I mean, he has the clear chance. He has the clear chance. No, let me finish this.
So those kind of stats piss me off when they come, you know, when they bring them up. It's just like, that's a jinx, man. Why do you have to talk about this now? But
keeping them injuries down. I know people have gone on about if we lose Lukaku, it could be a bit of a situation. I hope to God it doesn't happen that way, but I just don't know.
Kepa because he made the save. People would say Kovačić, he was okay. I mean, he done what Kovačić does, but
fancy as well. About they've never gotten relegated. What do you think about that?
Sergio,
Is that something you like? Proud of? Yeah.
Do you know what?
He was consistently performing for us season.
I think you're missing the point, man. I think you're missing the point.
He's gonna play as a 9. Ty is the second. We only have two main lines in the team.
Michael, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Mount, and Havertz if they blame behind the tackle. So the tackle's got to find the way.
If you have an agreement, that means there's a pre-contract or something that would like we agree on this one. They just went to announce it. Let's just
but
that little touch, but listen, that little touch that he gets are more vital
To this particular style. Anyway.
Sorry guys, that was good connection.
Yo, welcome to the Blue Lounge, welcome to the stream, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Big up to all of you, big up to everyone. I see Eric Blue has finally found his way to his true home, the Blue Lounge. Big up to Eric Blue, big up to MDT, big up to the Couch Critic, big up to everybody in the chat. I'm loving this. We got a full house in the chat today. Elijah, no, you are not first because you were here half an hour before the stream even. Is it half an hour? You were here 3 hours before the stream kicked off. So that's not first, that's like early, really early. Big up to Eric Dugan. Big up to James. So good, they named him twice. Steven, CFC, big up to you. Player 456, I really hope you win the Squid Games, mate. Hey, Raymond, big up to you. George, as always, a pleasure to have you in the house. Big up to everyone. Listen. Tonight is our match preview for the early kickoff. It is the early kickoff tomorrow, isn't it, lads? At 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. Yeah, it's the early kickoff. So we're gonna be doing our match review. Deo, big up to you, my man. Big up to you, Deo. We're going to be doing our match preview as usual. We will be looking at the predicted lineup from each of the guys, and then we will do our combined. We'll be talking about the Tuchel press conference. We'll be talking about who's available and all the relevant Chelsea news. One of the lads today has done 2 lineups. I mean, it's bad enough, going through all the lineups he's done 2. He's like, this is what Tuchel is gonna pick, but this is what I would pick. So we'll look at that. We'll examine that. Big up to everyone. How you guys all doing? Eric, Dennis, Mo, how you all doing tonight?
Excellent, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I've got
I'm doing good.
But apart from that, I'm doing good. Mo, let's hear it, Mo. How are you?
I'm good. How is everybody? How is Eric? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man.
Eric, you still have energy for the Blue Lounge. You still have energy to.
Yeah, of course.
I
was away, so I have to get involved now.
Yeah, you've been away.
No, but I'm always there. I'm always listening.
I know. Big up to you, Eric. It's always a pleasure. Eric, you did not submit a lineup.
Yeah, I'm actually doing it now, so I'll just quickly finish and.
Yeah, just copy one of Dennis's lineups.
Yeah, exactly. You knew that's coming. You knew that was coming. It's like, oh, let me just check out Dennis's first before we go ahead.
Listen, guys, shall we talk about the press conference or shall I play it? Shall I actually play it on the screen? I don't think it's all that long. Let me just have a look. See how long is the
14 minutes?
Yeah, because I
A little
think
long.
press. Let's have a look. I think if we actually watch the press conference and react to it live, it might be. It's 11 minutes. 11 minutes. So not too long. You know, I'm gonna actually do this. I'm gonna play the press conference. And we're gonna react to it live. Let me just get all these advertisements out of the way.
I think it's even less than that because you have to wait for a few minutes.
No. I'm actually playing just the press conference. Just the press
Okay,
conference.
all right.
I'm just gonna share the screen. Please tell James and Jorginho. Yeah, they are. They are, Deo. They're back. They are back. Thankfully, they are back. Tuchel Press conference. Share. Make the screen bigger. Take off the mute and play.
You might need both hands, fingers from both hands for this question about your injury situation. What's the latest? Do you want a list or do you want to go through them one by one?
Almost need a list, but we did not train today with Mateo Kovačić, N'Golo, Ben Chilwell, and Trevor Chalobah. They're all out for tomorrow, and everybody else is available.
Okay, so that's a first of all on those. That's a big blow, a worrying number of players out.
Yeah, every player is a player too much, but of course there's a lot of midfield players since many days now, for many weeks for Kova.
Lads, if anybody needs to address any point and want me to pose it, just tell me to pose it, and you guys can jump in. So if at any one point you want me to pose it, just let me know.
We miss him, and also Angie, and of course Ben Chilwell is a long one. This is what we know, and for Trevor we need more examinations to see how bad the injury is.
So for Timo and Jorginho and Reece James, they're all available?
They're available, yeah, in training. And
that's it. James,
West Ham
Jorginho are
in
available.
the top four at the moment. Is that where they deserve to be, do you think? Is that a true reflection?
They have almost been in the top four last season. They were fighting the whole season for these places. Very, very good team, very good coach, and huge solidarity that they show. It's always a joy to watch their games because they play with a lot of energy, a lot of positivity in what they are doing. They believe. They did not have too many changes. They play as a team, and they do what they do good. They believe in themselves, and that's why everybody is there where he deserves to be. And in the moment they are on fourth place. They play strong in European competitions. It's a tough match. It's a tough team to play against, but it's also tough to play against us. So it will be an exciting Sunday afternoon, maybe not even afternoon. A 12:30 match on Saturday. So we need to be on our top level to have a chance to win.
And interestingly, listening to Ralph Rangnick's opening news conference, interestingly as well, he says that he turned down the Chelsea job. He was offered a 4-month deal in February. If that was the case, then he'd already been in the job for a couple of weeks, but I think he got the date wrong. Are you surprised that he was offered the job?
So maybe after our draw against Wolverhampton. Maybe the bosses saw the draw against Wolverhampton and thought, no, he does not know what he's doing, so let's bring Ralph in for 4 months and take over. He must have the date wrong, hopefully. Let's say hopefully, and otherwise, well, you know, it's a nice job to have in world football, to be the coach of Chelsea. So you need to be realistic. Of course, if you get the phone call, you should be very aware that you're not the only one getting a phone call. And now I'm here and I'm happy.
Thanks, Gary. John Southall, 5 Live.
Hello, Thomas. How are you?
Hi. Good.
You say you're going to have to be at your top level, but how difficult is it, do you think, to be at your top level at this this part of the season. Obviously, you had a tough game the other night. You had Manchester United. You've got a lot of injuries, and now you've got a 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah, it's always another challenge coming. Like you said, we had a very exciting week with Leicester, then Juventus, then Man United. Big names, big challenges, a lot of reward for good performances. Then there was Ballon d'Or selection. Then there was suddenly a Wednesday evening game against a strong and brave and encouraged Watford side who had nothing to lose. So like a lot of distractions, a lot of different approaches to games, and from Wednesday afternoon to Saturday morning is not there is simply no time to dream or to lose focus. You need to refocus straight away, and this is what we did. We had already one meeting today in the morning. We will have another one in the evening to prepare our team, because tomorrow is simply no time to do this. It is tough. It is sometimes we are fatigued, and sometimes it's stressful. But this is what we want, and this is what we love, and we are in the middle of it.
Aren't we all? Romelu Lukaku, where do you assess where he's at the moment? So this
listen to this, lads.
Is this the time now to start him?
Well, what happened?
Savour every forkful this Christmas with our Taste the Difference maple and
planned that
marmalade
perfectly,
gum.
man.
And feel the Disney.
Wow.
Well,
You planned that perfectly.
I will not tell you, because this is a part of the lineup where we'll want the opponents also to know very late who starts for us. He is in training. He wants to start. He's eager to start. And like you asked before, and now it's for the whole team. So how difficult is it to reach always your top level? It's also individual. How difficult is it now for Romelu and for all the other guys who come in after injuries to hit their top level?
Follow up is the important one.
I honestly don't know exactly, and but we should try always to reach our top level, and maybe the top level is in every match different. Watford caused us a lot of problems, for example, so we needed to focus on not to allow too many chances, too many big chances, and it was more a mental game to hang in there and not get too frustrated, and still wait for the chances to be clinical and escape with a win. And tomorrow will be new questions. It's a completely new team. We will have some changes again, and from there we go. But we believe in what we do, and we are full of confidence, and it's a tough one for the whole team and for Romelu if he starts or comes from the bench.
And just a final one on Ralf Rangnick. You spoke about it briefly there. Have you spoken to him since he took the job? And if you have, or maybe you haven't, what advice would you give him about managing in the Premier League?
No, I haven't spoken to him. If I spoke to him, I would simply tell him my congratulations, but no advice. Nobody needs advice, and nobody needs advice from me. I have enough to do to get our things going in the right direction, and this is where the focus is. And every situation is different. Everybody does it his own way, so he can prove himself now in a very big club and in the biggest league.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
You spoke about obviously your lack of midfield options, and I know you said after the game against Watford that you were thinking of playing Saul in that left wing back role. Is that something that you've worked on in training with him, and do you think that role might even suit him a little bit better than in midfield, given that he's still adapting to the Premier League?
Yeah, he's still adapting, and he had a yellow card, an early yellow card, and was a bit shy to play all in the duels, and for that we lacked a bit of
Mo, could you?
because he did not want to risk a red card, which was a good signal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I wasn't following entirely. Who exactly is he talking? Is he talking about Callum, or I didn't really get the name?
He's talking about Saul, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, Saul as a wing back. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised because I thought there was a follow up to the Lukaku question.
What did you think it was?
it was about him. Will he be starting or not? And then he said, "I'm not going to reveal all of the players or who's starting just yet." And I thought it was, after that question, but I'm guessing it's going to happen in a couple more questions, because I'm sure that's what he said. But we'll see. We'll see.
On that evening, not to be one man down. I think that he could play in a wing-back role for us, like even if we play like a dominant game and an offensive game, because he's very strong in arriving in the opponent's box, very strong in finishing, and has a good timing to arrive also on second post with a head. We sometimes do this in training. That's why we have the impression that he could maybe a good fit, and maybe in the next games we have to try it. Simply have to try it, because Chile is out long term, and a lot of games are coming, and we can maybe not put every game on Marco's shoulders.
And Hakim Ziyech, I interviewed him yesterday. He said he feels 100% fully fit again, and he's hoping to start more games. He has been increasingly influential in recent weeks, hasn't he?
Listen, look at his expression and look at his answer, because that is going to give you some indicators in regards to how he feels about Hakim Ziyech. Because Tuchel picks Hakim Ziyech in games that we don't expect him to be picked, and also he plays him more often than a lot of people think. And I think he's going to give a lot of answers in his to this question, but I think most of them are in his body language rather than in what he says. So just pay attention, lads, and tell me what you think afterwards.
Are you ready to start him in more matches, particularly where you've got so many games coming up?
Yeah, always. I like him. I can feel it, that he feels better now. It took him a long time. He was always very ambitious with his shoulder injury, but I could feel that it's the 100% he could give are not the 100% of his top level. Now he feels much better, and I can feel it. He smiles, he's happy, he's decisive. He had huge influence now from the bench against Leicester and in Watford. He had 2 matches in between, I think, from the start, Juventus and Man United. He's in a good shape. He's in good form, in good state of mind, and we want him absolutely to be influential. But I will not tell you if he starts tomorrow or comes from the bench.
Last question in the broadcast, Nick.
Okay, I guess I must have mixed that up, because I thought he was talking about Lukaku when he said starting or yeah. But he is so positive in his demeanor and in his response to the Ziyech question. He was actually happy that question was posed to him. Did you guys get that, or was that just me?
I mean, look at his face right
you're
now.
looking into things, but I would say this: he's been playing well the last little while, so why wouldn't he have a smile on his face?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's that simple. He's scoring goals, he's assisting, and he's getting after it. Like, this is the first time in a long time I've seen Ziyech maybe not win the ball in his press, but he's actually been very good at pressing the ball. Like, he's at it. You know, his energy levels are extremely high. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be one of the names on the team sheet. Whether or not it's going to be the first on the starting 11 is another thing, though, right?
Yeah, something that Redneck said a while back. He said that the shoulder injury affects your movement in a massive way, and I we can see it. I mean, now that he has that cast being taken off, Hakim Ziyech does seem to be able to do more than what he was doing before, and it's weird because you wouldn't think a shoulder injury would impact your body in that way, but I guess it does. So, yeah, it's a big difference. Let's finish this press conference.
Hi, Thomas. Just on obviously having Reece, James, and Jorginho available, how pivotal is that given the other injuries you've got? It's massive, isn't it, to just sort of ease the load on the squad?
Yeah, it's massive because Reece is the specialist on the side, and Jorginho is the guy left from Kova, Engie, and him, from the three on whose shoulders we put the central role, like over a very long period now. I'm absolutely happy that Ruben steps in the way he does it. but yeah, we are happy that Jorge is back in training, and we can't wait that Kova and G come back, because it is a very important part of the, not only of the season, but in our games, and it is the midfield role where we miss, of course, the experience and the leadership qualities of the guys who are out. But for that, it's good that they are back. And listen, we will never complain, because we are here to find solutions. And if we miss players, other players will play, and they have a contract here because they deserve. And this is what we do. And we'll have a strong team on the pitch on tomorrow. And we had a strong team on the pitch against Watford. And we are used to have some changes in between, and this is where we go.
All right, fantastic. Positive, a lot of positivity. I was actually concerned because of the number of injuries that we have, that Tuchel would be approaching this game in a negative manner. But I think the fact that Reece James and Jorginho are back has given us a massive boost, because those two are players that you do need in this crucial part of the season. Before we do the match preview, I just realized something today that kind of skipped my mind for some reason. I don't know why it skipped my mind. When does the when does the African Cup of Nations start exactly? What date?
I don't know if it's been decided yet.
No, I believe it's in January. In January sometime.
Yeah, it's in January.
Is it 9th? 7th or 9th?
The 9th of January. 9th.
Yeah, 9th of January.
9th of January.
Weren't they looking at some other dates, though?
No.
The thing is this. I'm going to show you guys something. All right. Now, if we look at our fixture list, we will see that we have Liverpool on the 2nd of January and Manchester City on the 15th. Tottenham, I'm not really too concerned about, but it's these two matches. Liverpool on the 2nd and Man City on the 15th. Now, if the African Cup of Nations is on the 7th of January, then that means Mendy will have to go with his team at least a week in advance, correct?
Yeah, maybe like a few days in advance. 4 days, 5 days.
Would he be playing against Liverpool on the 2nd? I don't think he would be.
No, most likely not. I'm assuming not.
And he will definitely end up playing on the
No, there's a possibility he can play, but all depend on the Senegalese Federation.
Yeah.
If it all depend, because I think a few years ago they give exemption. The Egyptian FA and even the Senegalese FA give exemption to Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. But guess what? Remember, Egypt were knocked out early, and people were not happy because they feel like the FA disrespected the nation by giving Salah not coming into camp early. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know whether they will do us the favors again.
These two games, in my opinion, will decide the title. I know it's early, it's January, but
yeah,
we're not going to play Liverpool and Man City again. In this, this is our second fixtures with them. So these are 2 6-pointers back to back, and we're going to have Kepa in goal.
I was hearing that players might be prevented from going to AFCON, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that will be the case. But you have to consider that, yes, we'll lose Mendy, but Liverpool will also be weakened, depending on, obviously Mane. If Mendy is unavailable, Mane will be unavailable. And maybe Salah as well. So I think that it wouldn't be such a disadvantage. And we've won games with Kepa in goal before. I know it was different scenarios, but in the FA Cup semi-final against Man City, Kepa was in goal and we won the game 1-0. So it's still possible to get a good performance. And at home we're expected to win as well. It's going to be difficult, but we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried. And like I said, it's something that just clicked yesterday as I was concluding the stream, and I started to think, hold on a second, this is a problem. Because yesterday we were looking at the fixtures. So hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. Hopefully we will address it closer to the date. All right, we're gonna start this match preview. Now, before we do our own selection, our combined 11 for Chelsea against West Ham, and we're gonna address the form and the situation and all that. But before we do that, I'm gonna just look at you guys' predicted lineups first before we do the combined one, and I'm gonna start with the last one submitted, which is Eric Blue's one. I'm gonna start with Eric Blue, and then we'll take it from there. So Eric Blue submitted his predicted starting lineup, and this is what Eric believes Tuchel is gonna pick tomorrow to start against West Ham. So Eric has Mendy in goal, Rudiger, Thiago Silva as Christensen in defense, with Alonso, Reece James as wingbacks, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek in midfield. And to be fair, a lot of us will be choosing this kind of back line. But the attack is the interesting one. Mason Mount, Callum and Lukaku. Mason Mount, Callum and Lukaku. Eric, my man, explain to me your lineup in your selection.
Yeah, starting from the front. Lukaku, I'm getting really impatient, honestly. I was impatient last week, but Lukaku has to start, surely. I mean, how long will we have to wait for him to, be match fit or, fit enough to start? I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I'm getting a little bit impatient. So I think Lukaku will start against West Ham. And but what's more important than Lukaku starting is we need to play differently. It's not good him just starting and not scoring, not getting involved. Because before he got injured,
Lukaku. I'm not really gonna be too concerned about you choosing Lukaku, but you've put Mason Mount and you've taken out Ziyech. Based on form, a case can be made for both, for Ziyech and for Mason Mount. So why did you go with Callum? Why did you not just start with Mason Mount and Ziyech? And again, I'm just asking the question here.
Yeah, I went with Callum because there was no reason for him to be dropped for me. I think he just got arrested against Watford. So Callum has played. Yes, he's played a lot of matches in a row, but I don't think it's an issue for him. I think he was rested one. I don't know how many days he was rested for exactly, but resting him once after that many games, I think that should be enough. I think he should be ready to come back in. And like I said, there was no reason for him to be dropped. So, if he comes, if he starts and he doesn't perform, maybe Ziyech will take his place, maybe Pulisic will take his place, but he has to start for me. He has to keep starting. Mount on the right, like you said, could have been Ziyech, could have been Mount, but Mount was involved in both goals. I think he's getting back into form, so I just decided to go with Mount. And I think Mount is good against West Ham. I think he'll be off for the match.
All right. No. I mean, like I said, a case could be made for both because Mount has had a fantastic game against Watford. So it was him and Ziyech that were really the only two who performed in that game.
I would say Havertz had a good game, but that's me. A really good game.
All right, we'll get into that.
I think he was alright. Yeah.
We got a comment here from Boogeyman. He's saying Callum is to start scoring or sit on the bench. Really, Boogie? Come on, man. Chill. Listen, Boogie. I know you're on a work trip. So Yeah, do your work, man. Stay honest. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Boogie. I'm kidding. No, Boogie, always a pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure. I hope your trip is going good, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for the post match. Big up to you, Boogie, man. All right, listen, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to. I'm gonna leave Couch Critics selection to the end because he's made two. He's chosen two, so we'll leave that to the end. We'll go to MDT's selection. Let's have a look at MDT. What he's got. MDT. All right. So MDT has again the same back line, the same midfield, but he's gone with Mount, Ziyech, and Havertz. No Lukaku. Interesting. MDT, explain to me, man. Explain to me your selection, man.
Yeah, I went for Havertz because before starting last week, he has not played for a while, isn't it? And since he came back from his injury, he hasn't been playing. So because he's been benched by Callum and Ziyech and Pulisic. And also I went for Mount because the same reason. Because we're coming through this period where these players that I choose need to build their fitness to get to this stage because Callum is already get there. The reason why I didn't choose, I think, is it Ziyech on the other side. He doesn't need fitness. He's okay. So, but the reason why I didn't choose Lukaku, people might think when somebody sits on the bench, they're ready. The injury Pulisic had is similar to the one Lukaku had. It's similar, that injury. You might think you're ready to play. It affects the way you stand, the weight you put on, how you run, how you even hit a ball. Okay, so you're playing with pain. You're just managing the pain. It doesn't mean that it's healed. Okay, you can play, but you're playing with pain. So if you can't put certain pressure on it, and somebody even tackle you on it, even one bad tackle, like the tackle they gave Mount on that Watford game, if Lukaku have that tackle, he will be out for the whole of the Christmas period. Is it worth risking that when we have Havertz there? I know we need to win the game, but I think we can navigate this game. If we're desperate, second half he can come in. And with Pulisic, I still think he's not there yet. Okay, like how long it took Ziyech to get over injury. People think when somebody come back from injury, they're ready. Then 60% of players, they're not like that. There are just few that are like freaks that can come back from injury and they're ready to go. It's very few. But certain injuries, the player cannot. Pulisic, you will take him like a couple of games as well before we see the proper Pulisic. And with Cho, because of he started the last 7 games, a player with history of muscle injuries, you got to be careful. You have to be careful. That's because Ruben, we don't have a choice. We have to play him. But even like Cho, I think that he will, because we're going like every 3 days we'll be playing. So next game, definitely he will start.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the thing.
To be fair, Mo, the midfield I don't have a problem with. I think this is what. I do have one. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking that Azpilicueta might start in defence, and I think we may see Christensen playing in the central role because Thiago Silva has been playing back-to-back games. Was it the third or fourth game back-to-back? And I'm concerned, and they're all close, within a few days of each other. So I think we are risking another injury in defence, and we can't afford that right now. So maybe play it safe and have Christensen in the centre and Azpilicueta on the right. But anyway, that is something we'll discuss. I
was going to say, the reason why I didn't choose that, Aspi, at his age now, he struggled with pace, he struggled to head the ball. He struggled with challenges. Right. So this is the wrong game. Because you remember last time against West Ham? They targeted him.
But listen...
so that's why I'm worried. Next game, he can play.
I agree. I agree. I think Azpilicueta as a wing-back is non-existent. He can't do that job anymore. But as a centre-back, there's a possibility there. We'll address that when it comes to the the final selection. Thanks for submitting your lineup, Mo, and also Eric. Thanks for submitting your lineup. Now I've got a person who has been working double time and he's made 2 lineups. All right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at Couch Critic. So Couch Critic has chosen 2 lineups. The first one I'm going to show you is what Couch Critic wants to see. This isn't what he's predicting will be played tomorrow. This is what he's predicting. This is what he wants to be seeing playing tomorrow. All right, so let's have a look at it.
Very controversial.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is what it is. So this is what Couch Critic would pick to play. Now,
Barkley. There's no Barkley.
First thing that pops out at you is a formation. It's a 3-5-2 rather than a 3-4-3 formation. So
I actually call that 3-1-4-2.
3-1-4-2.
Jorginho's the only, he's the only one sitting.
DM. Yeah. So you're playing 1-6, 2 8s, and 2 9s. Now, to be fair, I can see this, and I wouldn't mind. I would. Hey, listen, I'm serious. I would not mind this because you're utilizing Mount in his best position, in my opinion. And actually, you know what I would do, Couch? I would have them the other way around. I would have Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the left side and Mount on the right side. But apart from that, I can see this happening. Explain it, Couch. Why this formation and why this lineup? Let's hear it.
I just think we need to change things up and play more to our strengths. Reason why I don't think that we can actually play 2 6s in there right now and be comfortable with what we're getting from the 6s. So why not change it up and give something that the opposition probably is not expecting? I know we did actually go to this lineup late in that game when we made all the substitutions against Watford. This was the shape that he actually ended up playing, which is the 3-1-4-2. So I think that was a good way to audition it to see if it's something that we can get any continuity on. As far as rotating the squad, if this shape isn't working, there's lots of options on the bench that you can bring on. You can bring on Ross Barkley. Obviously, Ziyech can play all over the place. Werner. So there are options that if you want to switch it up, there's guys that could come in and give you something different. So, yeah, I just think that this is a shape that uses the most fit part of the squad, and at the same time, it gives us an attacking intent that will give West Ham problems. But again, I don't know if he's going to do that. It seems pretty bold to be going attacking that against West Ham, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, I mean, I like it. A lot of people in the chat have also commented positively about it. It could have happened because Tuchel has played this formation. He's only started with it a couple of times, but he's played it. But he's played it on many occasions during a game, so he's changed to it. But started with it only a couple of times. But I would not object to this. In fact, I'd be happy to see this on the pitch. Let's look at what Couch actually thinks Tuchel will likely be playing. All right, so.
I mean, the last time that we played 3-5-2, I think we lost twice. But yeah.
I mean, again, that doesn't play like a 3-5-2 though, because the 3-5-2s that we played have always been with a flat 3 in the middle, like 3 6s.
Yeah, that's right.
Kovačić, so I don't think it plays like an actual 3-5-2 the way we played it before. That's more of a 3-1-4-2 is my opinion. But again, we can. That's semantics, really.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what Couch believes Tuchel will go with. Again, same defense, same midfield. You've gone with Havertz over Callum and Ziyech and Pulisic as Tuchel's choices. Again, this is Tuchel's choices. Explain, Couch.
I just think Havertz had a good match. And I think him combining with Lukaku can give a little bit more problems. We also have to think about the aerial presence from set pieces that West Ham pose. One of the things that people didn't really pay a lot of attention to is when Lukaku came on, he didn't really do a lot offensively, but those 2 defensive headers off of those corners were crucial. Very, very crucial to finish the game off. So I think that we need, like I said, I just think we need presence on the pitch. And they're going to be physical. Souček in the middle is a big dude as well. So I want to match up with them because they are good from set pieces. I think they scored the most goals from corners. And we got to have some presence there. And aside from that, I just think that this is the shape that he'll go with just based on the fact that, like I said, I think Havertz had a good game. Mount obviously had a goal and assist. He's not going to be dropped at this point. You can bring in Callum. He hasn't played a foot wrong, in my opinion, too, but you could also use him in different roles, too. You can probably bring him on at right wing back and then move James over to the left wing back position if you need to change it. So I think that's a little bit more, if things are going pear-shaped, you do that. And if you start Callum at the left attacker role, it limits your options off the bench a little bit in terms of how you want to change it. So that's why I would start with what we have right now, a little bit more continuity.
I also think Callum and possibly Pulisic could be used as rotation for Reece James and Alonso during a game or even in future games. So we've got to be careful when it comes to this. And the Ben Chilwell situation has thrown a spanner in the works, so we'll have to be careful. Thank you for submitting that lineup. I want to say big up to Kasim. Welcome to the stream. How are you, my man?
Hi, boy. All right. How's everyone?
Good,
okay? I'm good, man. I'm good.
Brilliant. I also want to give some shout outs to people in the chat. Let me just scroll up a little bit and say big up to Redneck. Welcome to the stream.
After what?
Tobago.
What the hell did that say? What was that he wrote there? After Tuchel? What the hell was that?
He means Tuchel. After Tuchel's coming, Boogeyman to retire. Like, because Boogeyman said that Tuchel out a couple of streams back, and
right.
Yeah, Redneck is still upset. He's still upset. So big up to Jimmy. Big up to Abdul B. Big up to the Chelsea boy. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to reduce them numbers, man. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a lot of Chelsea boys out there.
Yeah. Dehrav Can Walker. Big up to you, my man Wissam, Football Style. Big up to you. Come on, you Blues TV. Big up to you. This guy has been spamming West Ham 1, Chelsea 0. Big up to you. I don't know. Who else? MCIG declared. Hajar Abid. Big up to you. Eric Blues in the chat and in the panel. Big up to Eric. He's working overtime. You're still getting paid one rate, mate. You're not getting paid double. So, all right. Big up to everyone. Listen. We're gonna
keep in mind. I forgot to mention my Lukaku pick was based on form as well against West Ham. He scored his most goals in the Premier League came against West Ham, so leaving him under the lamp right now is not an option. He's got to find confidence. He's going to gain confidence from that.
Listen.
We need him.
Leaving out Lukaku will be problematic because he's been on the bench, and I know what MDT said about being on the bench doesn't necessarily mean you're fully fit. But it
doesn't also doesn't mean that he's not fit though either, right?
Yeah. 10 days he's been I think on the bench, and he's played 3 times, 2 times as a sub, a couple of minutes each time, and until the last game, I think he played 20 minutes.
Yeah, and I needed to mention as well. Sorry, just quickly, because he was saying that you can always bring Lukaku off the bench, but I don't think Lukaku will impact the game off the bench. I just don't.
Yeah, good, exactly. He doesn't seem to be an impact player. He can't seem to do that well. He whenever he comes off the bench, he seems to be lost, in my opinion.
It's just coming to grips with the game, right? Like you gotta build into the game, and you bring him on for 8 minutes. Can't expect him to get any sort of
I'm using Kasim Nassar's logic. Big picture. I'm looking at the big picture. That's why. To be honest, I would love him to start. But I'm just a little bit worried that injury, if he aggravated again, we'll lose him for the rest of the festive period. That's the thing. That's the only concern. Because if it's not,
I hear that. But we can't assume that he's not healthy right now. Like, we're just making assumptions based on the fact that he's on the bench a couple of games. Like,
Yeah, but
I assume
did you hear what
that if he
Tuchel said?
plays, yeah, but I assume that if he plays, he's healthy. That's what I'm going on. Like, so you can't just like put him in there just to put him in there. I'm just assuming that if he's making the bench and he's playing, he's healthy.
All right, lads, I'm going to share with you the screen for our squad builder. Okay, so this is the squad that we believe Tuchel will select tomorrow, based on what we heard in the press conference, based on the performances, based on the fitness, based on what we know. So we're not going to pick players because I like him, you like him, I don't like him, you don't like him. No, we're picking what Tuchel is going to use tomorrow. Both Mount and Havertz have to start. Boogeyman. All right.
Jorginho's a certain. He's nailed on for sure.
Yeah.
Jorginho.
Okay, so let's start filling this in. So we're having Georgie here. Georgie. All right, so Jorginho. Now, who's in the center of defense? Do you guys think that Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Thiago Silva will be rotated to have Christensen and Azpilicueta starting tomorrow, or do you guys think we will see Christensen and Thiago Silva starting?
Definitely.
Christensen, Thiago.
Yeah,
not
I don't
Azpi?
see Aspi starting. I can't see it, man.
Christensen, Thiago.
He doesn't use him as a right center back anymore. Like if he does play, it's a right wing back. I haven't seen him at right center back in I can't tell you how long.
The thing is this: Tuchel does give Aspi time. He does like to have him on the pitch when he's fit, when he's able. I think Chalobah coming in and putting in the performances that he has done is the reason why he's being pushed aside. The fact that Chalobah is now injured, I can see him coming back into the team. I mean, I don't know. Silva's been played a lot.
Silva.
You see, had Silva not played in the last game, I would definitely start him. But because he's played in the last game and losing Silva at this point of the season, it'll be problematic.
Okay, you're not going to use him in the midweek though against. You don't necessarily need him against Zenit.
No, we don't.
Right, so he gets a rest there. I just think that this is a must-win game, and he's been flawless in that back line. You have to play him. It's just until the wheels fall off, you have to play him, man.
Yeah. Sorry, you forgot. Antonio liked to go from that side where you want to play Aspi. You know, that's his favorite side when he's running. And for me, we need somebody that can match him. Mikel Antonio. Yeah.
No, I get. Yeah. I know.
Okay, and you know Benrahma like to double up as well. So imagine you need somebody that can have a leg, somebody that can run.
We missed out, Benrahma. We missed out.
Yeah, I also we did. I'm actually still upset about that, but yeah, it is what it is.
Me too.
But the reason I'm trying to think of exactly why Thiago Silva played as much as he did recently. So I think Tuchel really trusts him, and the fitness doesn't seem to be an issue.
He's been playing great. Great. And then there's also the like, I don't want to get into this now, but like the contract stuff where with Christensen, that seems to be another motivating factor to just keep Thiago playing. But that's a debate for another day, really.
Okay, I've got a comment here from the Chelsea talk, and it's saying Mount, Lukaku, Pulisic up front. I don't think so.
I mean, Pulisic had,
I mean, he just got kicked around so much last game.
Yeah,
I can't see him coming back in a couple days.
To be fair, as a selection, not a problem with the selection, but for this game, I think Callum would be preferred to Pulisic in this game. I think if you're going to play a player who has pace, and people, we're not picking Timo Werner, even though he's fit. No one's picked him in any shape or form, either in the centre, on the left. Why is that?
because his last performance was very poor, and he doesn't bench anybody in the team right now.
Andreas Corson, thank you for your comment. Thank you for being in the chat. Much love, much respect to you. Always a pleasure to have you in the channel, on the channel, in the stream. Listen, do you guys think, as a fan base, we're not picking him, but Tuchel may have a difference of opinion on this?
On what? Sorry.
On Timo Werner.
Nah, man, he's been poor. Like Tuchel's not down. Like we have enough able-bodied attackers right now.
Can I ask?
He's been poor, man.
I mean, I would say
Can I ask you
last
guys
season,
this
not
question?
this
Like
season.
all of you on the panel.
Yeah, go on, Mo. Ask more.
Which one of the forward line we have right now would you sacrifice for Timo Werner?
None of
no
them.
one.
Nobody.
Yeah, but MDT, I'm agreeing with you as a Chelsea fan, but this is not what Chelsea fans are choosing. This is what Tuchel is going to be choosing. Do you think Tuchel is looking at it from the same mindset and the same approach as us?
No, not
Yeah,
necessarily.
because when you look at Mount and Havertz, they need game time, and they need game time because they've not played for a while, and we're approaching a festive period right now where they need a game time. Lukaku need a game time. So you have players that need game time. They can deliver for you. Are you gonna persist with somebody that can deliver sometimes, and so that's the question. That's the question.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying to you is what Tuchel is going to do. And
You might have a point, yeah.
Hold on, Eric. This is the thing. I'm basing it on what I've seen and what I've heard. And what I've seen and what I've heard. I'll give you an example. I think it was only Couch. Was it Couch or was it Eric? That picked Ziyech in their lineup, in the starting lineup. Even though, based on what Tuchel said in his press conference, it looked like he is keen on giving Ziyech game time. And Ziyech didn't start in the last game against Watford. He came on as a sub. Therefore, it is likely that he will start this game. Because if you're trying to give a player game time and you didn't give him a match, the last one, you're likely to start him in this one, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the thing about just quickly going back to Werner, I was a bit surprised that Tuchel kept playing him down the middle. I'm not too sure why. I'm not sure why he was doing that. So maybe he has a different idea of I'm sure he has an idea of how he can work tactically in certain games. But this season, I just don't see it. The same fixture, I think Werner was one who scored last season, and we won the game 1-0. But this season is just a completely different season. I think you can't do some of the things we were doing last season, like playing Werner down the middle. I just don't get it. I don't understand why he would do that. And playing him at all right now.
Because he's a striker, Eric.
He's not a striker. He's not a striker.
He is. Eric, Werner is a striker. He's been a very bad one for Chelsea, but he is a striker. Werner is a striker.
But Tuchel didn't use him as a striker in most of the games. He doesn't use him like that normally. He puts him on the left or puts him on the right.
I agree. Yeah, and see that's the thing. One position that I think Werner would be good at is if Werner was playing half decent and so was Lukaku, they would make a great partnership because Lukaku has always played well with players who have a little bit of pace about him, a little bit of what's the word here? A directness in their approach. Like for example, I'm trying to remember his name, Martinez at Inter Milan. They played well together, and I think Lukaku could play well with Werner, with Pulisic, with Callum, because he needs a bit of legs around him. I'm just looking at the comments here. I think we need. Here we go. What Andrew's saying. I think we need a direct winger like Hudson-Odoi, but also a guy that can make crosses for Lukaku, Callum. Yeah. That's exactly what I've been saying. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's select our striker first. Our striker. Options: Werner, Havertz, Lukaku. I know Couch is away for a minute, so
No, I'm here for a sec. I'm here for a sec. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
well, I'm just going. I'll be here. So I'll just give you mine quick, and then we'll back. Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay, so like I said, I think Lukaku needs to start because he's got a good record against West Ham, and if we're thinking about confidence, he's got to be the striker in this game. I mean, you could always change it if you need to.
Give me your left and right as well.
I kind of already did. Mountain Havertz.
All right. No, I'm just confirming. So you got Havertz on this side, and then you got Mount on this side. All right. Kasim, let me hear it. Your top three players.
I don't think Alonso's gonna start, bro.
We're talking about top three players, mate.
You ask me what you think is gonna start tomorrow. I don't think Alonso's gonna start tomorrow.
Kasim, I'm talking about the three attackers.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's your three attackers?
So is it the lineup is according to the majority then?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So is everyone picked Alonso?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with Lukaku to start tomorrow.
Who's on his left and who's on his right?
I don't think Ziyech will start tomorrow. The game is too strong. They're too physical for him.
I did ask you who.
I'm thinking loud more. I'm thinking loud, bro. I'm thinking loud. Mount and I'm going Pulisic.
Mount on the left or on the right?
They got a good midfielder though. That's two midfielders are very light. Ruben, I don't like him there. He cannot defend. But I'm gonna go with Pulisic left. He's got to play in the left. I think Mount has got to go right.
Pulisic left, Mount on the right. Okay.
Yeah, Alonso's not good project. There's no good idea that. I don't think he's gonna start. That's my opinion.
Okay. Eric.
Yeah, look, I'm deviating slightly. Sorry. Alonso is an issue for me. I don't care what anybody says. Alonso is an issue.
I'm talking about the attack.
Eric, I know. Sorry, I just went on a tangent. I'm just going to go on a slight tangent, just for a few seconds.
Your lineup, MDT's lineup, and Couch's lineup all had Alonso.
But that's what we think Tuchel would do. It's not what we want. So that's why.
This is what we think Tuchel's going to do.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say that I agree with what Kasim said. Alonso won't play every game, so maybe we can see something different. But the front three, yeah.
Do you want me to change it to Saul Niguez?
No. No, let's just wait for Tuchel to do something first, and then we can go from there.
Go on.
Okay, so Lukaku down the middle, Mount on the left. Sorry, Callum on the left, and then Mount on the right. That's my front three.
Callum on the left and Mount on the right. So far we've had Mount chosen by all three of you, with Havertz, Callum, and Pulisic. All right, MDT, let me hear it.
I will go Mount on the left, Havertz in the middle, and Ziyech on the right.
Right. So who's on the left then?
Yeah. So then it's gonna stay like this because Ziyech's only been picked by one person, therefore he will not make the lineup. Havertz has been picked by two people. Mount has been picked by everyone, and Lukaku has been picked by three. So that's the lineup. We've done it. All right. In regards to what Kasim said about Alonso, I agree. Alonso has been lacking. Yes, he contributed to the first goal, I believe. But he has been lacking. Now, do I think Tuchel is going to change in this game? No. Do I think Chelsea need to address this position? Yes. Do I think Alonso needs to find employment elsewhere? Maybe because Alonso is. Let's just be honest. He's not at the level that Chelsea is at. I personally would have liked to see Emerson Palmieri stay rather than Alonso. No, listen. Emerson Palmieri has not been given enough of an opportunity. Every single Chelsea manager who's come in has used him as a bit part player, as a second to Alonso, as a second to Chile, as a second to whoever is in the team. Emerson Palmieri had a very good performance in the Euros. He did well.
Yeah.
Is he top notch? He's good. He's not. We can find better, but I think he's better than Alonso, both in his tracking back, in his defensive work. Alonso better than Alonso. I'm not saying he is good at tracking back, but he's better than Alonso. In the attacking aspect, no, Alonso is better. Alonso is better when it comes to the attacking aspect.
So why did he let him go then and keep to Alonso? Because
I don't know.
To some extent, more, I do agree with you. I prefer Alisson, but and he had a good Euro with Italy, right?
Yes.
The issue is that Tuchel then?
I don't think I have to disagree with you guys. In terms of
listen, we'll compare him to Alonso.
I know.
I do agree with Mukasim. I think Mukasim is spot on there, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance there whatsoever, to be fair to the guy, right? And he had a good Europe, but Chelsea decided after having a good Europe to loan him.
I don't think Tuchel.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just gonna jump in real quick. I don't think that guy has ever played for Chelsea and put enough personality on the pitch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like he's never really played, and you felt like, oh my God, Emerson was amazing. Like
I think he's good.
Can you remember him playing more than 2 games back to back? I can't. I think
he did play under Lombard a bit, to be fair. Not much. I know what he's saying.
But there has to be a reason for that, though. Like the managers see them every week in training, right? Like, so why is Alonso not playing?
Thank you. You guys forgotten that Emerson played under 2 Italian managers that knows him very, very well, and one of them was his national team manager, Conte. So do you think
Conte brought him in? Conte brought him to the club, so Conte saw something. But
okay, I'm telling you, if Conte thought Emerson was providing more than Alonso, he would have played Emerson. That's Conte. I'm telling you, that's his national team.
Yeah, but he could have played MDT. 1 second. Okay. He could have played. He brought him in from Juventus. I remember for 17, 18 million. I remember that. But he could have
from Roma, not Juventus. He was Roma, not Juventus. He was the second choice.
Sorry, Juventus wanted him. Sorry, yeah. He brought him from Roma, yeah. Juventus wanted him after that. But he could have not sort of the system, the 5 in the back, Alonso is the best at this. But now he had a good Europe. If you give me the choice to get who are you gonna get rid of, definitely Alonso, bro. So whose fault is that? Is it Chelsea ball?
I will get rid of both of them. Both of them are not what else.
No, Tuchel decide who stays and who goes.
No, it's not.
What do you mean, no?
Both of them. I don't think Emerson is not good enough.
In your opinion,
not good enough.
In your opinion,
they're equal. They're both the same.
Oh, you can't say that.
I don't see
they're both
much.
the same. I'm telling you.
How much better is Alonso defensively than Emerson defensively than Alonso?
Guys, one second. Before this I want to talk about. But before we do, I just want to quickly cover this so I can take the screen away. The predicted lineup for West Ham versus Chelsea tomorrow by the Blue Lounge is as follows. Mendy in goal, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Christensen in defence, with Alonso. And again, Alonso is a little bit of a problematic position, but we think Alonso will start on the left wing, Reece James on the right wing, Jorginho, Loftus-Cheek in the heart of midfield. And this selection is based on the injuries that we have. Therefore, we don't have a lot of options in this position. In attack, we do have a lot of different variations that we can see tomorrow. However, the consensus has been Mount, Havertz, flanking, Romelu Lukaku to start tomorrow. This is what the Blue Lounge predicts will be the lineup for tomorrow. All right, now I want to go back to talking about one key element. Emerson Palmieri is not the topic. If you want to talk about the left wing back, we'll address that. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Timo Werner. I want to talk about Timo Werner because right now the fan base seems to be turning against the man, and it's happened all of a sudden. It's happened all of a sudden. Now nobody here picked Timo Werner to start. I haven't seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I know you guys all watch a lot of YouTube. Has anyone seen Timo Werner being predicted to start by any of the content creators? Because I haven't. Has anyone seen him?
To be fair, Mo, can I just say something? I'm obviously I wanted to come with a lineup, but you already, guys. I'm sorry I came late because work. I came late.
Do you have a lineup? Because if you have it, I can show it.
No. No. I don't have one because I was a busy work today and I had to take my son somewhere. That's why I was. Yeah. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Timo Werner. That's my opinion, right? That game tomorrow against West Ham is a perfect fit for Timo Werner. They're gonna be physical. They're gonna be in the face, 100%. And the midfield is fantastic midfield. You got Souček, you got Declan Rice, and you got that Gerard Bowen in the right is gonna toss Alonso, in my opinion. And that in the left-hand side, they got that Fornals and they got Antonio in the front. The midfield are very strong. They're going to be fast and strong. I think Timo Werner is key tomorrow. I saw Lukaku. He doesn't look fit, mate. He doesn't look himself at all. They played 25 minutes this game, 10 minutes the game before. I think Werner tomorrow, he showed that game, in my opinion. Because they're not going to put 11 players in the box like what United did. They play in home. They attacked Liverpool. They're going to be open. Tomorrow, West Ham going to be open. If you think tomorrow, guys, West Ham game for a point, I disagree. If you think they're going to go for the draw,
I'm going to bring it on the screen because...
I think Werner key tomorrow, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if it's not.
You see, guys, we need to look at this. This is something that we need to look at. Hold on one second. All right. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. All right. Right now, this is the league table. All right. Fourth spot right now is West Ham. West Ham are looking to finish in the top four. Now, if you look at the battle that they're in, they got Arsenal 1 point behind them. They got Tottenham with a game in hand and 2 points behind them. You got United, Wolves. Let's leave Wolves out of this, but you got United. You know, there's a lot of competition for this last spot, the fourth placed spot. Now, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool are starting to build the gap, and it's becoming quite a
they gone clear, I think. More they gone clear.
Yeah, I mean, a win by Chelsea tomorrow will really put West Ham under a lot of pressure. West Ham has drawn 1, lost 2, and won 2. So their form hasn't been great. But they're not going to come. We're not going to go to them and they're going to be lying down. They're going to be taking it to us. They're going to be fighting us. They're going to be trying to win the game.
Yeah.
I think Chelsea need to be very careful tomorrow because tomorrow is definitely a banana skin kind of game, and we need to be wary. We need to be wary. In regards to what you said, Kasim, Lukaku is not being
doesn't look good, mate.
I agree. He hasn't looked good ever since he's come back from that injury, but he hasn't started yet. So Lukaku has been pushing to start. Tuchel said that. Tuchel said Lukaku believes he is ready. He wants to start. However, Tuchel is hesitant. He's not so sure if he's ready to start. Now, I think playing Timo Werner tomorrow, with the current situation and the current spotlight that he's under right now, it's a big turning point, I think, for his career with Chelsea, because people are turning against him. People never used to speak up and say Timo Werner is not performing. Everyone was making excuses. Timo Werner is creating space. He is in the right, in the right spot, in the right position to miss them chances. But right now, there's a lot of fans out there talking that these chances that he's missing, someone should be putting them away, and maybe he should not be on that pitch to miss them chances. So there's a lot of talk about Timo Werner right now, and it's concerning.
More, Kasim.
Hold on, Kasim. Let me hear from Eric.
Yeah, sorry, Kasim. Just a few seconds. The most important thing to think about, I know in football, we like to think that it's a meritocracy, but it's not always the case. Managers have favorites, and sometimes you're just not able to play, players who deserve to play all the time. But I think sometimes you have to just bench players. Werner, to be fair to Werner as well, he's been on the bench a lot this season. But at the same time, I don't think he's deserved to start too many matches. So I wouldn't just say, he could fit this game. This is a more open match. I completely agree with what Kasim said. This game suits Werner more than the Watford match did. But does that mean he should start? I'm not sure it does. So, yeah.
Go on, Kasim.
Listen, mate. You're talking about fan criticizing, blah, blah, blah. The guy's a professional. He's used to that. Trust me, when he comes to the football pitch, he will deliver. I know people criticize him, he misses chances. No, he does his job.
He scores or not. Kasim hasn't delivered, though. He hasn't delivered.
Listen. Please understand what I'm trying to say. The guy does his job 100%. He score or not, assist or not. He's professional. Do you know what I'm saying?
What is his job?
To play football. If if every professional footballer listening to me and you slagging him off, no one will play football, bro.
Did I slag him off?
No, hypothetically, if players listening to the crowd, listening to the social media, slagging player professional, no one will play football. The guy's professional. He knows what he's up against, right? He's gonna go there. In my opinion, tomorrow the game is perfect for Werner. I'm calling it now.
So I have a question for
Kazim. Can I just comment?
Yeah.
Can I just comment on that?
No, guys, let me finish.
I'm just not sure that you're looking at the human element, though.
Let me hear from Couch. Go on, Couch.
Yeah. I just don't think you're looking at the human element. You're saying that when people get slagged off online, it doesn't affect them. You don't think that they look at that stuff? Ask Rashford about that.
No.
Ask Rashford.
It doesn't affect him. It does.
Look at Lukaku.
What? Say that again.
Lukaku closes his social media accounts because he was getting abused.
No. Listen, bro. Listen. What I am trying to say is, in this business, you play 70,000, 60,000. You're gonna have swearing. Your mom gonna be sweared. Your dad. It's just that is how do you say it? That is basically that's his job. He's got to go on with it. If he can't stop like Cantona, if you can remember Cantona, we're gonna hit one of the fans. You can't do that. That is a business, and you have just to get on with it. But we'll go back to the game, right? Werner tomorrow. I'm calling it now. I'm calling Alonso not starting, and I'm calling Werner. That's a perfect game for him tomorrow. The way the West Ham playing, you need Werner, bro. If Tuchel do something else, that's up to him now. I don't think Lukaku's ready. He will start him. I picked him because I think that's what he's gonna do. But me personally, the game perfect for Timo Werner. He's got to run behind them because they're gonna come to us. You saw the table yourself. They cannot afford to draw, and they actually, when you saw the way they structured West Ham, They don't play for the draw. They go for the win. And they're very good at home. They're very good at home.
So he will disrupt the team with his speed, right? In behind.
I think so, yeah. And he opens spaces, yeah, to the like of...
And then he won't score. He'll just go kick it over the net, and then Chelsea lose 1-0.
Me and you can argue till the cow come home. It doesn't really matter. You need to look to the niche.
I'm not even arguing. I'm just saying he's not been good. So why are you going to play somebody that's not been good when you have players that are coming into form?
Hold on, guys, hold on.
He's not being good. I share that with you.
Kasim, hold on. Guys, I have put in the link to the stream in the chat. I am opening the stream to everybody in the chat. You are all welcome to jump on. I'm reading some very strong opinions in the chat. Very strong opinions. And I'd love to hear from you guys. So click on that link and jump on here and talk to us directly on air. Would love to hear your point of view in respect to this. Kasim. Actually, before I address Kasim, I want to just check something. Yeah, 95 likes. 95 likes. Come on, guys. Just 5 more. 5 away. We are 5 likes.
Can do that, guys. Come on. Let's do 150 tonight. We're going to do 150 tonight.
And lads, can we get some subscribers in here? Can we get some people hitting that subscribe button? Because you guys are watching my streams, and it's like 150 of you right now watching the stream. Can we get some of you guys to subscribe to the channel, please? Love to increase the subscriber numbers. If you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscription button. And if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. And if you want to come and talk to us, hit the link in the pinned comment and jump on. Kasim, nobody is against Timo Werner.
Who said that? I didn't say that. I didn't accuse anyone against.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nobody is against Timo Werner, and nobody is trolling him or dissing him. And if anybody does that on the stream, I will be the first one to stop them from doing that. We do not want to troll players or diss players, but what we do say is if a player is underperforming, makes a mistake, does something wrong, as fans, we have an opinion, and we are going to speak about it. And we're going to address that. Yeah. Now, in regards to you saying he's doing his job, I understand that. He is doing his job. They're all doing their jobs. It's just that we believe that certain players can do a better job than others. For example, if I had Ross Barkley playing as an attacking midfielder, and then I have Kai Havertz playing as an attacking midfielder, I expect more from Kai Havertz. If Kai Havertz is putting in the performance of Ross Barkley week in, week out, I'll be disappointed. But if Ross Barkley was putting in the Havertz performance week in, week out, I'd be very happy. So there is standards. And for us as Chelsea fans, Timo Werner, his standards is not what we had for him when we bought him. Timo Werner was scoring goals left, right and centre in the Bundesliga, and Chelsea were having problems converting chances. And that's why we brought him in. And that's why he was brought in to convert those chances. And unfortunately, he hasn't done that. Now, you're saying to me he's doing his job. I agree. He's a football player. You know, he puts on that kit. He goes on that pitch and he tries his best. But he's not doing what we are paying for. He's not doing what we asked him to do. And this is why he has been moved from the role that we were talking about, me and Eric earlier, about him being played down the centre to being played out wide, because he has the pace, he has a good pass on him, so he's able to do a job in that position. But that's not what we bought him for. And that is why you are seeing the fan base turning on him and calling him out for missing those opportunities. And the thing is, he's missing opportunities that are sitters. He's not missing hard chances. He's missing chances that you would expect him to be banging away. And that is the issue. And that is why people are turning against him. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. It's not my place to judge. In my opinion, Timo Werner isn't doing it right now. Could he improve? Could he get better? Yeah, possibly. Hopefully. God willing, he will become a better player before the end of the season. Because I, for one, would rather see Timo Werner perform at Chelsea than for us to sell him and then see him perform elsewhere. That's my point of view. So, Kasim, I just wanted to say that, and I interrupted you, so carry on, my man.
Right, I was reading a comment that is he the guy here? What's his name? Andreas or something? I don't know what he's talking about here. Is he? But what we can offer Timo Werner tomorrow? What he can offer tomorrow? West Ham gonna bark on the boss. You're mistaken, bro. West Ham won't bark on the boss. You're wrong. I can guarantee that 100%. Point number one. Point number two. Timo Werner, for what he can do is to we go two options here, right? Tomorrow, we need. Option number one, in or out number 9, which i.e. Lukaku, or front 3 runners, i.e. Werner leading the line. Tomorrow, Lukaku's not fit 100%, so we don't need in and out number 9. So we need to bleed the runners. Werner is the man for the game tomorrow. I broke it down to you, bro. I said to you, it's 2 options. In and out number 9, which is AI Lukaku, and he's not fit. He's not fit. Or play with runners like what we did last year. And Timo Werner, when we play with runner, Timo Werner's got to lead the line. Because he's devastating. Look, he scored or not, he assist or not, he's devastating. His pace and his movement, second to none. He can shoot or he can not, he can play football, it doesn't really matter. Why he can be reduced to the other. You need to look at that. West Ham, the way they play, in my opinion, you need Timo Werner. So this guy, Andreas, is mistaken. If you think West Ham,
let me tell you who Andreas is. You don't know who Andreas is, do you?
No. I'm reading his comment and he's mistaken.
Yeah, Andreas is a contributor to the Blue Lounge. He's also.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean it. I'm not taking it personally.
He's also a football journalist, and he has supplied a lot of stories to the Blue Lounge, to a lot of sources. So he's up and coming.
Okay,
respect Andreas. Respect Andreas.
Okay, I was gonna say. Can I say this? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, mate. Go ahead. I finished.
Yeah, like Kasim. The way you say West Ham are gonna play, if they're gonna play that way, the best players for that system, like what you're talking about, they can do better job than Timo Werner. It's Callum and Pulisic. Okay, and it's Callum and Pulisic, because Timo Werner is no faster than Zuma. It's not faster than Johnson. It's not faster than what's the left back at what's the name, the English lad. What's his name? Is it called the left back, the Western left back?
Is it Cresswell?
Yeah, Cresswell. It's not faster than Cresswell.
And Cresswell is
injured. Not faster than. Yeah, it's not faster than Masuaku. Okay, so the space you're talking about, the only person is faster than in that backline is Dawson. So the people who will need, if they're playing with it, is people who can run and dribble. And those we have them is Pulisic and Chow. And we know Tuchel is not going to risk them.
MDT.
You know why?
MDT. Sorry to interrupt you. Did you hear what I said? I said we'll go to option to play. Runners, that include Werner, Pulisic or Callum, or in or out number 9, which is Lukaku.
Yeah.
You're proving my point.
No, I'm just saying that if what you were saying, like the way they're going to play, Werner will be the wrong one out of our players, because we have other 2 players that can do that job better than him. We have Callum. I would rather have Callum and Pulisic run at West Ham defenders or behind them with the ball than Werner.
Listen, you know Callum, I picked Callum last few games, but today, if you notice, I didn't pick Callum for a reason. You know why? Because the game is gonna be physical.
I know.
That's why I'm trying to say to you, the game is gonna be physical. Callum, this game is good for Callum, for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, but listen, Kasim, when a game is physical, Werner is the worst player because he can't control.
Oh, no,
he's not strong on his feet. He's the wrong player because you shove him, he's on the floor. You tell me, when a game is physical, when have you seen a physical game and Werner have a good game? You call a physical game, Werner have a good game. It doesn't. Werner doesn't have a good game with a low block. Werner has good game against Liverpool, Manchester City, the top teams. The top teams. Werner will have a wonderful time because of they play differently. But if you play West Ham are a physical team. They're very physical. They're not like whatever. And you think Werner is good in a physical game, Kasim? He's been in the Premier League. You saw him. He can't trap a ball. He can't trap a ball. In a physical game, is he going to win a header? So are we going to be lumping the ball behind for Werner to run at it all game? You know, that's the thing. I agree with where you're coming from. Oh, space. If space is behind any defense, I agree with you. Werner should play. But I don't think West Ham will stay deep or high that much for Werner to have a space to run into.
Do you think West Ham will work in the box?
No, they're not going to be in the box. You know what they're going to do? They're going to play semi-low block. Semi-low block means it's not too high, it's not too low.
Yeah.
If they play the ball over the top, the goalkeeper will catch it. So that's what I mean. So Werner is not going to... I'm not saying if Werner play, he scored and we win, I will be happy. To be honest, I want him to get to form. But to say this is the type of game Werner will... Werner doesn't perform in a physical game. Just remember, City wasn't physical. Liverpool is not physical. Real Madrid, all those games are not physical. It's intense, but not physical.
City is not physical.
You name a physical game that you see him perform. It
is not physical?
It's intense. It's intense.
Oh, come on, MDT.
City didn't
intense.
do what... do you remember when do you remember when Werner played against Newcastle? Do you remember what Newcastle did to Werner?
They will push you. They will shove you. They will whatever. Werner, you shove Werner, he doesn't control the ball. You just put your hand on him, he will lose the ball. We all know that.
I'm going to say something. Listen, Wissam, I can't find your question. I can't see it on the chat. If you can write it again, I will answer it. If you want to come on and ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Listen, Kasim, I'm gonna be straight with you.
Go ahead, man.
You don't use the same criteria to judge the players by. If you used the same criteria that you're judging Hakim Ziyech with to judge Timo Werner you would never want to see him set foot in the stadium. Never mind on the pitch. If you use the same criteria that you're judging Hakim Ziyech.
You're mistaken. No. Sorry.
This is a fact.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
No, yeah, it's a fact that this is my opinion. Hakim Ziyech scores the winning goal against Watford, and the first thing you start off with is he had a poor game.
Say that again, sorry. Say that again, sorry.
The first thing you start off with is he had a poor game. I said to you, how did Hakim Ziyech play?
I don't think you had a proper conversation because you shot the stream. You had technical problem, did you?
I did. But I heard you say that though. Was I mistaken?
What did I say? Remind me. I could be mistaken.
I asked you, how did you rate Hakim Ziyech's performance after scoring the winning goal?
It was alright. He won us the game. Yeah, he scored the winning goal.
No, but the response that I heard was he had a poor game.
No. I never said had. No. You should see the stream again, Mo. I never use that word. Never use that word.
So he did not have a poor game.
He came in, he braced a bit, and he scored the winning goal. That's good enough.
So he had a good game.
Yeah, he scored as a winning goal. Yeah, that's enough. He got 3 points.
So he had a good game.
He had a good game. Did I say he had a good? Did I say he had a poor game? Because I didn't say that word.
That's what I heard. No, and that's why I was so shocked.
I didn't say that.
Okay, all right. So it must have been the lag.
I didn't say that. Man.
Okay. The thing is this.
But my opinion about Ziyech will never change.
One second. Okay, I see the question with some. You're asking, we could have taken Jota rather than Timo. Look at what he's doing at Liverpool. If Timo keeps going this path, I want him to leave the club by January. Okay, I have to say, Wissam, I disagree.
No.
I disagree. Jota performing at Liverpool doesn't mean that he'd be performing at Chelsea. Werner not performing at Chelsea doesn't mean he will not be performing at Liverpool. You can't judge it that way.
No.
You can't judge it. I mean, you can say Jota is a good player. He's doing really well. Yes, I agree with you. But you can't compare it in that vein. And for you to say that he should be gone in January, Timo Werner, well, this is the situation. If Timo Werner was to leave in January, then Chelsea would have to replace him with another striker in January. And the January transfer window is always priced at a premium. So you don't want to be buying anyone of that caliber in January. You can buy a player who will come in for a squad role, who's going to cost you a couple of million, maybe 10, 15 million. But when you're looking at top class players, you're looking at 60, 50, 70, 80, whatever million. No, you don't want to be doing that in January. So I disagree with you there, Wissam. Now, we were talking about Ziyech and Timo Werner. Kasim, you still there, or have you gone? Okay.
Mo, can I give you a weapon about Ziyech? Can I give you one weapon about Ziyech?
I don't need a weapon. I don't need a weapon about Ziyech. Listen, Ziyech is doing.
Because I was going to tell you one people that love stats about Ziyech. One thing. Compare him to.
Sammy, tell him the whole topic. Tell him the whole topic.
Go on, Mo. Let me hear it. Mo.
Do you know since he came to Chelsea, his goal contribution per minute is similar to Timo Werner, and he is not a striker. Do you know that?
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna give you another weapon, MDT.
People don't love stats. That's for them. Timo Werner and Ziyech's goal contribution since they arrived at Chelsea per minute, they equal or similar. But you don't see that when they pick and choose what stats they go by. That's why I don't like stats.
I'm gonna pick a stat. Timo Werner has missed more chances than any other player in the whole of the Premier League. There's a lot of stats that we can bring out and we can use to suit whatever point of view we're trying to push. Timo Werner, in my opinion, for his own career, for his own development, he should be playing Serie A Bundesliga, maybe
Serie A.
In Italy. Italy Bundesliga.
I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway,
he is not able to mix it up.
No.
In the Premier League, he's not able to do that in the Premier League.
No.
Unfortunate. I wish it wasn't that way. I wish he was scoring goals in the Premier League, but he's not. Now, Ziyech, on the other hand, he has had a torrid time as well, with injuries, with and the timing of those injuries. At the start of the season, just as he starts to get form, but there's been a reason behind his bad performances. While Timo Werner has been consistent in his bad performances. He had a good start. He had a couple of good matches when he first came to Chelsea under Lampard. But then all of a sudden, and I'm not going to blame this on Lampard, because Lampard, he had his reasons. But then he just played Timo Werner on the wings. And all of a sudden, Timo Werner just starts, wasn't able to convert the chances anymore. So I don't know. Timo Werner is a very, very interesting.
But it's fair to say that both of them have been among all the players that we bought in the summer. I think those two players are the most likely to, they're the ones that the fans are the most discontent with. So.
Kasim, I keep Timo Werner, mate. I think Timo Werner is a very good player. I think he's a good player. Yeah, I think he can offer a lot. He's got a lot of attributes.
Tell me. What is he offering? No, don't tell me what he can, because we all know what he can do. He can do a ton. Tell me what he is doing.
What are you talking about? Assists and goals? Is that what you wanted me to mention? Like,
I want you to tell me what is he providing the team right now.
Well, let's put it straight, right? before against Man United, I know he missed stuff, but before that, he was scoring goals, isn't it? He came in, scored a few goals. He scored for his, for his country.
Yeah, Juventus. He got a tap in. Yeah, no. You're right. He scored a few goals.
Yeah, he scored a few goals. I know he missed a lot. I know sometimes he come across he cannot play football. I understand, but what he's got, man, what he possesses, the speed and movement is brilliant. To get out there, try to get a striker, right? I know a lot of people disagree with me. Just help me out. Let me finish more. Yeah.
Do you know Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt has played football as well.
Yeah.
He played. I think he played for Dortment for
he played football. I know.
He's got a lot of pace.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of pace.
Yeah.
What's the point? He's the fastest man on the planet, but what's the point?
Yeah. No, but the difference is, if you look at Werner, when he plays with his national team more, he does score goals. He does. So it could be, we need to figure out why.
Against who? Kasim, the Premier League, the caliber. I mean, this is the thing. Timo Werner, I'm not saying he's a bad player. Timo Werner had, I think, 4 seasons in the Bundesliga, double figures, and a couple of them were 20+ goals. Okay, so he can score goals in the Bundesliga. He can score.
Is he maybe because Chelsea big club, too much pressure? I don't know. Maybe
too much pressure. The Premier League is tougher. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm saying he isn't doing it for Chelsea.
I don't think the Premier League is tougher for him, because if you see him, the way he run behind the team, what I like about Timo Werner, he missed a lot of chances, but he's the end of these chances. All he need to work on is finishing. But he's always at the right time in the right place, and that is a good sign for a striker.
Did you hear what?
I agree.
Yeah.
But he's got. That's what I'm saying, guys. He's not just he's got the base. He's very intelligent. Timo Werner, very intelligent. He know where and when to run, and he times me right. All he need to work on is finishing. Trust me.
Kasim, he needs to work on his finishing, but is that at Chelsea? Do we have the time for him?
That's my point. I think that's why he's not scoring, because Chelsea won't give anyone a chance, and the pressure because of a big club.
Yeah,
that's why
I don't think he will improve with goals. People need to just get it out of your mind. Forget
about him
as a goal scorer. He's not a goal scorer.
And it's funny too, like what you guys are mentioning right now. Let's. You don't come to Chelsea isn't finishing school, okay? You come to Chelsea. We bought the finished article. That's what we thought, and the guy is just. For the role that we're playing him in, he's just not suitable for it. I'm just being honest. Like, I tried to give him a chance. I wanted to see him succeed at the club. I was one of his biggest backers, but he's just not technically sound enough to play striker. He's just not.
Dennis, if you look at we're having got Werner, and he, in my opinion, he possesses a lot of attribute, right? Work hard, dedication. He give you everything for the team. But look at what we've got. We had. Torres, he was banging for Liverpool, came to us, he couldn't score. Morata, he was banging for Juventus for another team, he came to us, he couldn't score. I don't know who's else. So what I'm trying to say is it could be a pressure thing.
Morata was never a starter until he came to Chelsea.
No.
Yeah,
but he was banging good for Juventus.
But I also
off the bench.
Yeah, I also understand what he's saying, in the sense that strikers don't historically do well at Chelsea. That is fair enough, but I'm not sure we can use that as an excuse for.
I'm not making an excuse. I'm highlighting what he's got. I know he missed a lot of chances. I know he got this and that. I know that, but I've got to say that I think he's a very, very good player. I think he's intelligent. I really do. Maybe people
you think he's intelligent based on what the runs that he makes.
Runs, the movement,
because he's offside like more often than he's not. Like, let's be honest. Like, so his runs aren't really that intelligent. And then on top of that,
you don't think Timo Werner intelligent?
No, I don't actually. I think that sometimes he gets himself into positions where he shouldn't be as a striker. Like the other day, Callum could have played him in. The guy's running away from the goal. You know what I mean? Like, these are not the movements that you expect a striker to be making. Somebody that's intelligent and understands movement. No doubt he has pace and agility to get into these areas. Like his over the first 5 yards, you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody that can cover that sort of like ground. Like, his acceleration is incredible, but I just don't think that he's a finisher. Like, because for me, when I see a striker,
he's intelligent.
But like But how do you rate intelligence though? Like his
Because look,
that's based on
I tell you why.
physicality.
Let me explain this, right? If you find a player, a striker, that's Timo Werner, if he's in the right time in the right place, that's intelligent.
No, that's based on his agility, his pace, and speed.
No. That's not based on agility. That's you're mistaken.
How not? If he gets into good areas, so hold on. If he gets into good areas based on his pace, that's not based on his physical tools.
No, you're mistaken. You're mistaken, bro. If he goes in a good area, 2-3 seconds before the ball played, he will know where is the ball gonna be played. That's intelligence.
Kasim, can you? What do you think about his most recent performance? Because I don't think he was intelligent at all.
No.
In his last game.
Listen, yeah, I agree, but overall view, right? I'm not gonna judge him for a game or 2 or 3. Recently, that United game he should score. He had a few chances. I'm not gonna lie, but isn't echo there? The game before that he was scoring goals.
Kasim, 1 second. I just want to say big up to the 3 new panelists, Tobago, Declared, and the Podfather. I hope you guys are doing good. It's an open discussion, so jump in whenever you guys want to.
Okay, I jump in now?
Tobago. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. One of you has got the YouTube on, so just the audio, so we don't get any feedback.
I'm all right. Look, jumped in on the Werner topic. I can't believe you guys are still thinking he's not meant to be a scorer. He came in with a record of a scorer. Liverpool were buying him as a goal scorer, right? We bought him as a goal scorer. He's not a winger, right? He's inside forward, but we still bought him to finish. To have this impression now, he's on a striker's wage. He's on 270 for us. He's on a striker's wage. We got heaps of wingers. We didn't buy him as a winger. So to still think that, he's not a goal scorer, what is it? He's not a winger.
But he's not. So he's not doing it. So
he's not. Yes, he's not doing it. I'm not discussing that. But you guys are giving him leeway that. Well, he's not a goal scorer. That's what he was doing before he came to Chelsea.
That's exactly what Eric. That's exactly what Declared is saying. He's saying that this guy came in because because he came in because we were having an issue converting the chances. Remember Frank Lampard? He was talking about we need to convert all these chances.
I'm giving him leeway. I'm giving him leeway. According to what he's saying, Werner should be sold. That's basically what he's saying because he's not doing what he was bought to do.
He's on 270 a week, third highest earner. He's on a striker's wage, right? When you're comparing to Ziyech on 100k, to me Ziyech, even if he's a squad player, is still great. But Werner is not on a squad player money, right? And Werner's on striker's money. He has to score. He doesn't have to learn to score. Just like Crouch said, it's not a school, right? We bought him to score. He won't
learn. He's not a natural. Like he just.
I don't give.
Yeah, look.
According to what you're saying, leeway.
So are you saying he should get sold? Are you saying Werner should get sold? Because that's what it sounds like.
He's a burden on our wage structure, right? So we need. So he's hindering us signing anyone else for that position. We need another goal scorer. That's our front three are lacking goals. Our goals are coming from everywhere. That is the only thing missing from our squad. And Werner is not even playing. And he's getting that type of money. He's meant to be a goal scorer. And I give every new transfer a 1 season. And I thought Werner showed signs, like he did everything right, just needed to finish. And I thought this season will be the season. But it's not. So
to be fair, bro, he hardly played this season. Do you agree?
There's a reason for that, yeah, Kazim?
Listen, did he hardly play this season? Do you agree? He didn't even start first 3-4 games.
But it's not his debut season, Kazim.
No, I understand. Had a whole season. I understand, but that's his second season. Some players
he had to hit the ground running, yeah.
Say that again.
So this season he had to hit the ground running.
I agree.
Yeah, he played decent for the national team. He had to come in this season way better than last season, and he did it.
Do you think? But I don't think he didn't start a lot of games. Do you agree?
No, he didn't. But he didn't impress.
Before Lukaku got injured, Lukaku was number 1 all the time. Do you agree?
What game did he start with Lukaku?
No,
everyone was saying that was a combination.
Tuchel will always pick Lukaku over anyone. Do you agree? Yes or no?
As he should.
Timo Werner and Lukaku were injured in the same game.
They
No, but
played together.
it was speaking Lukaku over Werner.
Yeah, if we went with us one striker, it would be
Because
Lukaku. Rightfully so. He's 97 million.
We bought Lukaku because Werner wasn't scoring any goals.
Exactly.
Had Werner was scoring,
You can start them
we would
both
not have
together
spent
as well.
100.
Right. Guys, hear me out, right? You address it this way. We go to bring Lukaku because we're going for 100 million. I agree with you guys. But some
There's a reason
player,
we pay
with
100
only
million.
what you are.
There's a reason we paid 100 million, and there's
Yeah.
a reason why.
I'm coming. So we brought 100 million for him because Werner not scoring enough goals. Okay, that's why you see it, guys. Okay, but some player is 16 season or season and a half to adapt to the game. He only came last year. We signed him last year. Do you agree?
So,
But that's the problem.
So do you think he's going to start scoring after January?
Do you agree? He played in the FA Cup final. Do you agree? He got a score without
is he going to start scoring?
No, hear me out.
Is he going to start scoring
yes or no?
in January? Because you said year and a year and a half. A year and a half is January. You think he's going to turn it on? So flip a switch.
No.
January is on.
This way, Declare, listen, mate. Some player like Mo Salah, he hit the ground running. Some player, it takes him season or two. Like Rufinho for Leeds. He started hit the ground after 6 months. Everyone is different, Declare, right? We signed him last year. He won us the Champions League. I don't care how much we win. In his CV, in his profile, he won the Champions League. In his CV, he reached the FA Cup final. And in his CV, he got us top 4. Do you agree or you disagree?
I disagree, because
he didn't get us.
He holds a record
there's a whole squad of players that have that same
Listen,
CV.
Werner was part of that squad more.
Yeah.
Werner in a certain game, he's contributed. You can't take that away.
Werner in a certain game assisted Hakim Ziyech to score a goal.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but you're defending one against the other. This is one thing.
Hold
on, guys. Hold on. All the players in the squad achieved the titles. All the players in the squad achieved the titles. If they're in the Champions League squad, they got a medal. They may have played minutes. They may have played games. They may have scored goals. End of the day, you get that medal. You own that trophy. That trophy will be part of your history. But what did he do to achieve that trophy? I'll give you an example. The goal that Kai Havertz scored. We are singing his name. Can you let me finish, Kasim?
Yeah, all right.
Thank you. The goal that Kai Havertz scored. People are talking about him being the one who's won us the Champions League. The song is The Silky German. He won us the Champions League. Now, that is one goal out of a whole competition. But it's part of his history. It's part of his legacy. Because he scored the goal that won us the final match. Okay, now, people like you will say, well, if it wasn't for the run of Timo Werner, then Mason Mount would not have been able to play that through ball to Kai Havertz to finish that goal, to score that goal. People are attributing that goal to Timo Werner, even though the person who got that ball around the goalkeeper and slotted it in the back of the net was Kai Havertz. Had that have been Timo Werner on the end of that pass from Mason Mount, and had Kai Havertz done that run, okay, firstly, that goal would not have been in the back of the net. And secondly, nobody would have said Kai Havertz made that run to give him the chance to score that goal. We have to be realistic. We have to be objective when we're talking about these situations. Hold on. What declared is saying to you is this. He's saying to you, we bought this geezer to score goals. We bought this geezer to finish them chances. He didn't. Now for us to say, well, he's doing good at this and he's doing good at that. Yeah, he might be doing good at this and doing good at that. But that's not what we paid the money for. That's not what he's getting the salary for. He's getting the salary of a striker. And that's what Declared is trying to tell you.
Right. Can I come in?
No, let me finish. He's getting the salary of a striker. So therefore, he needs to do a striker's work. Hakim Ziyech is getting the salary of a squad player, a midfielder. Okay, so when we are comparing these two players, we have to compare them based on what they are costing us. As a club, you have assets. These assets cost a certain amount of money. You can't judge an asset that costs you £100 the same way as an asset that costs you £1,000. Each asset is dealt with differently. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Hakim Ziyech has cost us one set of money. Timo Werner has cost us one set of money. And Lukaku has cost us a mad set of money. And I know Boogeyman in the chat has been talking about that. We will put Lukaku to the sword if he doesn't start giving us a return on our investment. But Lukaku has only been here 5 minutes, while this guy's been here a season and a half.
No, but I have an important question for Kasim. Kasim, do you think...
One second, Eric. Also, Redneck, welcome to the stream. Mate, you can jump in at any point. You don't have to wait for me to ask you to jump in. Go on, Eric, finish off.
Yeah, just quickly. Kasim, you said that it takes some players longer to adapt than others, right? But do you actually think Werner is improving? Because I don't see it. I don't think Werner is improving.
Okay. Can I come in now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. How much did we spend for Werner? 50 million?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mo was talking obviously about Ziyech and Havertz and the goal in the final. And he's saying different people saying different things. I am telling you now, if Werner didn't do that move, we won't score that goal.
That's exactly what I just said. Exactly what I just said.
Yeah. There is movement. That's why. That's why I was talking. Hear me out. That's why I was saying earlier on how much intelligent he is. That's why I'm saying he's intelligent. Hear me out. So hear me out. Let
him finish.
Before you go on rant about movement.
Let him finish, Declan. Let him finish.
Right. We spent 50 million in the guy last year. The guy won us the Champions League.
Well, he was one of the players. No.
Let him finish. Guys, let him finish.
Won us the Champions League, though? Hold on. Won us the Champions League?
It was Timo Werner. It was Timo Werner against the whole of Europe. Let him finish.
I guess Torres won us the Champions League, too, when he won that corner. I'll stop there.
So you don't think winning the Champions League justifying the 50 million we bid for him?
No.
Okay, right. That's your opinion then, guys. Right, so the guy won the Champions League, he's lead the line. The guy who got us the FA Cup final, and the guys get the top 4.
Okay.
No.
And if you ask MDT, that's what Man United owner do, dying for the top 4. Well, guess what? Werner got it last year.
Okay.
I'm talking about it's a game. Listen, it's a collective game, but I'm talking specifically about Timo Werner. You spent 150 million for him. In my opinion, the guy did his job. Give the guy time.
Is he improving though? Is he improving?
Can I come in there?
Listen, I think we need to.
He's got the potential, Eric. He's got the
potential. Hold on. Let me hear the Podfather, then I'll go to Declared. Podfather, go on.
Yeah, hello guys. I think we need to keep everything in perspective and move the discussion on. Yeah, this is the club of Drogba, of Lampard, of Terry. Why are we arguing about Werner? Like the way I see my club, I want my club to be like the best Real Madrid, the best Barcelona. Ronaldinho on one side, Eto'o in the middle, Neymar, Messi, whatever. Those are the kind of players I aspire to see at my club. Not runners, not athletes, not guys who are going to create space by just running into whatever. No, I want you to get to the ball and do magic. Hazard. Yeah, like I don't understand all this. Like Thomas Tuchel won us Champions League, not Timo Werner. Like all these players, if the magic doesn't come in, we don't achieve nothing. Not to mention that Olivier Giroud, scored all the goals before Werner came, and who gets us through in that probably one of our toughest games at Atletico Madrid with an unbelievable goal, not running into space, but an actual brilliant piece of magic.
Athletic.
Olivier Giroud. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why we're lowering our standards. In eras gone by, none of these players that in the forward line would stay in this club. We wouldn't have it. Yeah, but all of a sudden we won the Champions League, and these guys won. No, thank you. That was last year. This is now. We see what Salah and Mane are doing. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not the only one who's seeing those guys have scored 40 goals already this season. Yeah, Liverpool as a team. We see the finishes that they're doing. They don't need to keep a clean sheet every game to win. You know, they can bang it out with the best. They can create chances, and you see their striking.
Can I just come in now? Can I come in?
A goal is coming.
No.
Wait.
Just that point. Let me address that point.
No, but listen. I just want to say this point on Timo Werner. Yeah. One of the reasons why you buy from the German league and the French league is because it's supposed to be easier to adapt to the Premiership. Yeah, the German league, because of its pace, very similar to the Premier League and the pressing. Yes, they play with a high line, but apart from that, everything is similar to the Premiership. It shouldn't take you a year to adapt. The reason why you buy from the French league is the physicality. Yeah, but and even the German league, the whole high line only started in the last 5, 6, 7 years. It hasn't always been like that. Loads of German players that come from Germany and haven't struggled to adapt to the game.
Let him finish.
I don't know what you're talking about here. But can I just
finish my point? After the Podfather, we're going to hear from Declared. So stand by.
I thought he answered my point, so I need to just say something to him.
I interrupted Declared.
Go on. Yeah, I just want to say that Timo Werner is a system player. That's what it comes down to. He's a system player. Yeah, he's limited in his football ability. Because if you actually look at actual football ability, he's probably one of the lowest in our squad in terms of dribbling. In terms of passing.
You know, at the beginning when he spoke about Lampard and stuff. That's Lampard is signing, isn't it?
It doesn't matter who's signing. I'm saying that him as a player is limited. So
no. You mentioned in the beginning, bro.
Kasim, hold on. I said after Podfather is declared. So hold on, please. Podfather, is there anything else you want to add?
Can you hear me?
I just want to say this: that if he was in Liverpool, I have no doubt he'd be playing better than what he's playing with us. Because I actually think that their system suits him better. You get a lot more one-on-one chances there rather than build up intricate play, coming in, moving into interchanging positions. You go on the left, I go on the right, goes number 9, all this or wherever. If he played in the front row at Liverpool, where they try and isolate their forward players one-on-one with the defenders all the time, his pace would be effective, and I think he would be a better player. So nobody's saying he's a bad player. But in terms
of hang on a minute. So it's not the league then. This is a club then. This is a club.
No, but I made that point that you're saying that. I made the point saying that the German league.
Pod one second. We are not going to continue the stream unless we keep the structure. Let Podfather finish without being interrupted. We'll go to Declared, then I'll come to you, Kasim, then I'll go to Alex. Please. Continue, Pod.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, so for me, there are obviously things in his game that suit the Premier League. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we bought him. And everybody was excited. Liverpool were after him. Bayern Munich were looking at him, but they weren't. They were preferred Leroy Sané. Yeah, I mean, he was a good player. You don't score all those goals and had the record he had before coming here if you're an average player. He's not average, but then same players, they're very much system players. And the way we play just may not suit him. And guess what? It might end up being the same thing for Lukaku going forward. The way we play might not suit him. Yeah, but the point is, you should never lose the sight of we at Chelsea. I want to see top talent at my club. We were looking at Haaland in the summer, for God's sake, and now we're thinking, should we keep Timo Werner, stay, Like the standards are just dropped.
Yeah.
Tuchel has had one signing since he's been here. One signing, that's it.
Cheers, Pod. Thank you, Pod. Pochettino out. Super chat. For what Ziyech has cost compared to Havertz and Werner, he gave us some great wins. City twice, Atletico, Villarreal last week. Now compared to anyone, he had the best preseason. Injuries happen. Pochettino out. I guess. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for your comment. I personally agree with you. I think he has been doing, a good job for Chelsea. Agreed. He had good performances, but he also had some injuries, and that has affected his form in certain parts of the season. Again, thank you for the super chat and thank you for the comment. Much appreciated. Declared. Let me hear your input, please.
All right. we can spend the whole stream disagreeing with Podfather. I think I don't usually say this. I think I disagree with everything he said, but I'm going to bring it back to what Kazim was talking about. Kazim, you're basically clutching at straws, man. You're talking about runs, movements. You got to take into account his conversion rate. What about the chance? What about the matches? And since you like talking about the games and that, what about the chances that he lost us games, or we drew games, or we didn't win games? Like I don't know how you forgot those games. You remember all those chances? You see his conversion rate. Why don't you talk about that? If a player's approval is just because he made good runs and he didn't score, and we did it in a final, right? That's it. He's enough to be 50 mil and 270k wage. The guy sits on the bench. If I asked you when we talk about the Rudiger and Christensen wages, he's a burden on that wage structure, and the reason why we probably can't offer those players big wages. So you get that, right? You get that the expectation of Werner has to be a lot higher than all the players you suggested. That's why Lukaku doesn't get leeway. I can't compare Lukaku to another player. I can't compare him to Cho or Havertz. You know what I mean? So when we come down the line, it is true that it does take time. We've seen that. We've seen that in the past. We've seen that with a lot of players. Some players come in, the ground running. Some players need a season. Like we can say even Drogba didn't have a first good season, but then after that they're all right. But in this season, I can't see Werner just turning it on, and the player we bought, the Leipzig Werner, I can't just see it even towards the end of the season. You just don't see it. This player's done. He's not going to go from what you're saying. Just give him more chances, and it's going to come good. This guy's going to cost us games. In a season, we have high expectations. If you don't have high expectations this season, okay, I understand you. If you think that we just should be challenging and maybe just developing players like we want a project like Arsenal or something, yeah, throw Werner in there. Maybe comes good 2-3 years, but he's not showing any signs this season. I gave him a season, but I'm thinking this guy's the same guy, and he's done. And like I said, the biggest issue is he's a burden on the wages. So when this season finishes and you're not convinced of Werner, well, now we have to get someone else in because Werner hasn't been the player we bought. Well, we can't keep Werner, and if we don't get rid of him, that might stop us from getting someone else. So that's what kind of a burden this player is. So if you talk about movement,
sorry, Declan, and this is something that we've done a few times in the past. I mean, Kepa is a good example of that. Investment and the correct investment is a vital part of winning the club. And unfortunately, it's taken us a while to get to where we are today. I mean, I watched what's it called, the overlap with the interview with Lampard. I don't know if you guys saw it. It came out, I think, yesterday or today. Marina Granovkaia has a lot of power, a lot of influence, but Marina Granovkaia is not a football lady. She's been brought into this business from the oil industry, where she worked for Roman. So it's gonna take them a while for them to understand certain things and to understand the investments that they're actually going into, because these players are all investments. And unfortunately, we've made some really bad ones. Timo Werner, it looks to me like a bad one at the moment. I mean, there's still time, and I hope, like I said, I hope and I pray that he can turn it around, because if he turns it around, it's only going to be a positive thing for Chelsea. Sorry,
Mo, there's a lot of, when you bring up, there's a lot of bad ones, and they're catching up with us. When you look at the wage structure, and now the players that play, the players that are playing are all on low wages, and we're going to have to give them bumper deals soon. From Loftus-Cheek to Mount to Reece James, to Mendy. We're gonna have to
Especially
give all
Mendy.
these players. Yeah, we're gonna have to give all these players big wages, and Kepa, Werner, can't really count Sol, but Drinkwater, a whole bunch of players in our wage structure not even starting in the higher end, in the top. So not many people are looking at Werner as our third highest earner in the team. So people aren't really looking at it like that he's meant to be our third best player, our second goal scorer. So I think when you put it like that, people's views will change, I think.
Yep. Thanks for that input, Declared. Kasim, you can respond to the Podfather and Declared what they had to say.
I'm alright, man. I forgot now. I'm okay now.
Yeah, sorry.
Can I jump in? Is that okay?
Hold on. Wait. No reply, Kasim? Because I don't want to tell me, you didn't give me time. No reply? You good?
No, listen, bro. I was on the moment I was firing, get ready for the guy because obviously the big father with all respect. I like the guy, but he contradicts himself. I tell you what. I remember now. Let me come in.
I'll let you come in. Kasim, sometimes it's good to take a deep breath.
No, I'm in the room, bro. I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
Go on.
Look,
let me hear it.
Look, he made a few points. He said, it's Lombard and Terry. Listen, bro, don't take that personal, right? I like you, but I'm going to just exactly say what you said.
Mm-hmm.
We had Lombard, we had Terry, I want to be Barcelona. And so first of all, Barcelona linked to with Timo Werner, the boy number one. Boy number two, Frank Lombard, he signed him.
Yeah.
The guy you're like, he signed him. Boy number two. Boy number three, okay? You talk about, you contradict yourself when you said he can fit the system. So we were talking about Timo Werner cannot play football. And all of a sudden you shifted, he said he can be good for Liverpool because of the system. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with Timo Werner. It's to do with probably the way we play then. So it's nothing to do with him as a player. Do you agree?
Yes, but my point.
Let me finish. I'm going to say exactly what you said.
Kasim.
No, Mo, you didn't let me come in, bro.
I love it. Let him go.
I am going to let him go. But give him a bit of advice. Kasim, if you ask someone a question, you're going to have to wait for the answer.
I did. So I did ask him the question.
No. It wasn't a yes or no. It was an open question. So don't.
It's fine. Don't worry. I like spirited debate. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not debating, bro. I'm not debating.
I hope you got a telling like that for me too.
Yeah.
Listen.
After podcast.
Declare, my man. Just wait, all right? I'm coming for you as well.
I'm eager.
No. Listen. Too many people. I said it and I have said it before. Too many people argue for the sake of argument. You go to look MDT. What is our favorite word? The big picture. Timo Werner, I think he's I want to say again, he's a very, very good player. He's fast, and the most important, he's intelligent. No. And I agree with you actually. If he go to Liverpool next to Salah and Mane and Klopp, he will bank some goals.
I do. Have to say no there.
Let him finish.
Can I respond to?
Let him finish.
Do you get what I'm saying? So you're saying to me, in one hand, let's get we don't want to sign Mateo player, blah blah blah, but he'd be brilliant for Liverpool. You're contradicting yourself, mate. So you go to stay. You did. That's what you said.
No.
Listen. Pod. Let him finish. Go on, Kasim.
Yeah, you can come to me now, mate. Back and forth. It's no problem.
No.
It's not back and forth. It's not back and forth because I want to include the whole group.
No, you can all come in, mate. I can take you all. I have no problem.
Hold on. That's not how it goes. Listen. When we have a debate like this, when it's a back and forth, it needs to be structured. So that's why I'm going to give people. Okay. I'm structuring it. Kasim, do you have anything else to add?
No, I love to hear from the boys.
Yes. Now, beautiful. Am I the boys? Are you saying I'm the boys, Kasim?
You are.
I said I love to hear from the guys.
Before we go to couch, I want to say welcome to Boogeyman. Boogeyman, how are you?
I'm not going to stay too long, but Kasim, you need to stop using the word intelligent, man. That's what I want to say.
There we go. That's a surprise. Okay.
That is not a good word.
All right, Couch, take over. Couch, take over.
Okay, I'm sorry, Kazim. We got to stop. I agree with Boogie, man. That word intelligent is just not, shouldn't be in the when you're talking about Burger. It's just not.
MDT, you're laughing, are you? I remind you, MDT. Come on.
He's not. He's not. Okay.
No.
Listen, when you are 2 feet away from a goal and you hit the ball left or right and not down into the goal,
intelligent man.
He's just not. He's not technically good. Like that's the problem I have. Everything that I'm hearing from Kazim is about his physical attributes.
And even those are overrated. People talk about his runs. Watch Cavani. That's a striker.
That's a runner.
Oh my God. Not a guy who runs in straight lines, who makes obvious
close.
Runs where I'm talking about like the defender sees you 1 minute and you're gone the next. They can't.
Or even like you're bending your run. You're
I agree with you there. Not only that, he runs in front of our wingers. He doesn't run whatever. He runs in front the space the wingers need to go. That's where he runs into. So if that's intelligent, oh my goodness, Kasim, you're not going to be a youth team coach ever. Because if that's what you coach kids to run like Werner, that's dangerous.
Can we just can you guys do me a favor? I mean, people in the chat, we've had literally 150 people throughout the stream. Now it's starting to dip down here, but I've not even hit 150 likes on the stream. So why are you watching my stream and you're not liking it? Come on, hit the like button. I mean, it doesn't take a second. And listen, and hit it once. Don't hit it twice or 3 times. You can hit it 3 times. Odd numbers. I like odd numbers. Don't do evens. Do odd numbers. I don't mind. You can smash it. Odd numbers because then it will stay on the like. And also the subscribe button. I mean, we've had a good amount of subscribers.
Put your commercial on it in my mid sentence, man.
More.
We are. Wait, Cassie. Hold on. I am. Listen. 3 likes, 3 subscribers away from 450.
Let's do it, guys. Come on, let's do it.
3 subscribers. Come on, 3 subscribers. You can do it.
I think they're Kazim fans. Kazim, tell your mates to do it. I know we're ripping on you. It's ripping on Kazim's stream.
Kasim's buying. He's fighting a
like.
Yeah. I mean, you're doing well. You're doing all right, man. You're
what does Kasim do? What does Kasim do?
Oh.
What does he do?
You asking me?
Yeah. You said Kasim does something on his stream. What does he do?
No. I'm saying there is fans here. That's why he's not getting the likes. In watching the
stream. A lot of people like me as well. A lot of people like me.
And we're giving it to Kasim. That's why they're not liking.
Yeah.
Listen,
we've all been there. We've all backed the player and gone on to regret it.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you are a Timo Werner fan, you gotta like the stream. If you're a Hakim Ziyech fan, you got to subscribe to the stream. If you are a Lukaku fan, you got to follow me on Twitter. If you're a Chelsea fan, if you're a Kasim fan, you got to be switching.
You got to make it 150, guys. If you're a Kasim fan, make it 150.
People, I love it.
People, I want to.
I'm forgetting where I was in my argument, but
I know. I'm deliberately doing this. All right, people in the chat, you got to understand something. The reason why we are talking about these players, the reason why we are having this heated debate, is not because we have a problem of an agenda against the players. No, on the contrary. It's because we support our club and we want to see the best for our club. Okay, so when we're discussing these things, don't for a second think that it's against the player or against the club. No. And the thing is with Chelsea fans, because you will see this on a lot of streams, on a lot of other channels. People accept lower standards, while Chelsea fans are always aspiring to bigger and better things. For us, it's not about winning a game. It's about getting a title. It's about getting that trophy. It's about getting, to the end of the season, celebrating on a couple of occasions. I mean, once is all right, but we want to celebrate twice, 3 times. That's what we do.
What's this guy laughing at?
Hey, you know what? When I compare Chelsea today to one of the bigger clubs in London, and where they are today, you all know that there's a club. I mean, some of you might not have heard of it now because they used to be big back in the day, but now they're a little bit. I don't know. Arsenal. Have you guys heard of Arsenal? You've heard of them?
Those start, bro.
Yeah.
Those start.
Yeah, there's a team in North London called Arsenal. They used to be really good. They used to be really good.
Wow.
And they used to aspire to winning big. But their fan base accepts and celebrate draws. They celebrate draws. They celebrated a defeat of 1-0 to Man City. Like, yeah, they only beat us by 1 goal. That is not what a big club is all about. A big club has aspirations, has ambitions. We beat Watford 2-1 the other night, and all you saw was grief and disappointment by us because we know that performance was below par. We as Chelsea fans are not happy with that performance. We'll take the 3 points, but we don't want to see a performance like that again. And that's the difference between Chelsea and other clubs, and that's why we have these debates and have these discussions. So don't get triggered when you see Kasim defending X-player or criticizing Y-player, or declared, or boogeyman, couch, any one of us here. We do that because we are seeking and aspiring to bigger and better things because we support a big club. We're not supporting no mid-table team like Man United, you know what I mean? Couch, if you remember what you were saying, you're a better man than I am, so take it away.
I'm glad you realized that I had something to say, but not beyond that. I don't know how you ever think, like, you completely derailed the conversation. Like, what am I supposed to say now?
I remember.
Yeah, it's not talking about Arsenal.
So what am I going to do? I'm going to be so whatever it is, guys. Never mind. Anyway, so Werner, like it doesn't.
I
remember
one of those, Coach. Pick it up again.
I remember what you were saying, Couch, but the problem is, I think, it's because of the word Kasim used. So now everybody looks bad because it looks like we're calling Werner unintelligent.
Oh, come on, guys. No, come on.
It's your fault because you said he's intelligent.
Yeah, it's not unintelligent. He's not an intelligent footballer, okay?
No.
Like when you're talking about runs.
That's up to you, bro. That's up to you. That's your opinion.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's not an intelligent footballer. 100%. He's just not. He doesn't make intelligent runs. He relies on his physicality, his pace. And half the time he's offside. Like he's more offside than he is onside when he's making these runs. So I can't call that intelligent. Aside from that, I don't think that he's actually technically sound enough to be a striker. Like I don't think that. And folks in the chat, just if I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong. Panelists, you already know. Okay, how many times have you seen Timo Werner in a good position to shoot the ball and he scuffs it, or he
No. I won't take that.
What?
3 or 4 times a game.
He doesn't.
3 or 4 times a game.
No.
Listen, in the Champions League final, the people said he won. He won us. That game, he missed 2 clear chances.
Oh my God! The first half.
The thing is this, the times that he gets into these areas to like strike the ball, we expect him to like actually time his runs correctly and hit it. How many times it just dribbles to the goalkeeper? Or it goes like way, like, come on, Kazim. Let's not.
Listen. Let me come now.
If doesn't make that block in the final, he gets slaughtered.
They got to let me come.
Can I remind you guys one thing about Chelsea? Well, Kasim, listen. Can you guys believe this? This is our standard now, Timo Werner. We will criticize Solomon Kalou, who was a better runner, a better dribbler, a better finisher than Timo Werner has ever been. He went to Bundesliga and scored lots of goals after he left Chelsea, at Hertha Berlin. And when he was Chelsea, he was a better finisher than this. We criticized Malouda. Imagine if that's the standard we were at, criticizing players. Malouda was, I think, the second best player in 2006 World Cup final. Okay, imagine
he's probably also our best player in that 2010 season too. Like,
thank you very much. That's the standard.
I don't think we would have won.
Yeah, but Werner hasn't set the bar pretty high, yes? There's a number of players that are better than Werner.
Those are the players. Imagine if they were playing now. They would score 10 goals, 15 goals a season. Because Malouda did twice. Malouda scored one season when we won the league, he scored 16. The other season, he scored 18. So imagine, from that, we're talking about Werner scoring 7 goals a season. Oh, he did his job. He was diverting. He's a traffic officer.
Unbelievable.
Can I come in?
Like, you didn't even listen. You ran away.
You
bro.
haven't
I
left,
didn't get to
Cassie.
finish my thing, man. You're just gonna
come
come
on,
back with your
listen.
agenda.
Dennis,
You weren't
you
even
spoke.
listening, man.
The MDT was quiet. It's just-
Hey, listen.
Let me just finish, man. Please.
You go ahead, Dennis.
I want to hear from Couch, and then I want to hear from Eric. I want to hear from Couch, and then I want to hear from Eric because Eric has been quiet. But before I hear from Couch, let me have a look at. No, I'm just joking. Go on.
I thought you were gonna run to your commercial.
How many were like? Did you get 150 or not more?
Nothing. Go on, Couch. Let me hear it.
Okay.
People don't like
No.
the stream. They don't like the stream. No. Go on, Couch.
It's all good, man. All I'm saying is, like, this Timo Werner, like, I want to get back to his technical ability as a striker because I can't believe that you can see what he does on the pitch, see the opportunities that he gets into, see him scuff the shot, dribble it into the keeper because he hasn't timed this run correctly. Like, how can you deny that? Like, those are where most of his misses come from. The fact that he gets in these incredible positions and then as soon as he gets there, he fluffs his lines. It happens so many times. And like we revere him because we're like, oh wow, well he got into those positions though. Like there are very few people that can get into that position. So we have to give him respect and just hope that in time he actually learns how to shoot. But for me, I need more. As his technical ability has to be better as a striker. When you call somebody a striker, that word means how you strike the ball.
Dennis,
when you get on the end of things.
Please let me address him.
No.
والله عيب يا أخي.
حبيبي على كيفك يا معود على كيفك شوية. Listen.
What happened here?
We just digressed into a different language. Kasim.
Okay, I'm quiet.
Listen.
I'm quiet.
I know you have a lot to say, but just sit tight, man.
I just be back and forth, so don't forget.
No back and forth. This is a boring channel. We don't do back and forth on this channel. Go on, Cassie. Go on, Couch.
Yeah, no, I think he knows what he's probably going to say that I know he's not a good striker. Let's just admit it. You're gonna admit it. You know that he's not a good striker. He might be a footballer, but he's not a striker. You know what I mean? He's not a guy that you could depend on. If your life depended on it and you had Timo Werner on a breakaway, you would not want him taking a strike, right? Am I wrong though? Facts or no?
But you didn't have to.
No?
You didn't have to. Look,
Eric, respond, Eric. Go on.
This is the issue with Kasim bringing up what he did. This is all your fault, Kasim, because this has turned into a Werner bashing stream. Because
no one.
It seems like
hold on. No one here bashed Werner. No one here bashed Werner. Everything that was said here was in regards to his ability, his performance, his his contributions to a match, to a club, to a team. We never ever spoke about him as a person because that is not what we're here to do.
Sorry, Eric, what I'm missing? Sorry, Eric, I didn't hear you. What I'm missing?
Yeah, I'm just blaming you for the because
guys in the chat, we know we're talking about football perspective now. We're not insulting anyone. We want the best for Chelsea. They will got different views. That's all.
You know what? Fair enough, because this is a much better space than a lot of the things I've seen and heard from people. A lot of people are a lot less nice and a lot less filtered with what they say about Werner. So I'll say that much because we don't. It's not. We're allowed to criticize players, and that's what we've been doing. You just, obviously because of what Kasim has been doing, trying to advocate for Werner, the focus has just been on how poor Werner is and how bad he's been, and the fact that he's just not good enough for what we want. So that's why it just seems like we just keep going on and on about just how. I'm sure we're not going to convince, probably not going to convince Kasim that Werner isn't good enough for Chelsea. But the reality is,
I think Timo Werner is struggling to convince Kasim that he's not good enough for Chelsea. He's been trying to do that all season, but he just can't seem to convince him.
I literally asked him. I don't know how long ago it was. I asked him, "Do you think Werner is improving?" And he couldn't say yes. So
no. What did I say? What did I say?
You said
when Timo Werner signed for Chelsea.
No. What did I say, Eric?
Kasim, listen. When Timo Werner signed for Chelsea, he said, he will get a bonus. He will get a bonus in his contract if by the end of the season he's able to convince Kasim that he's not good enough to play for Chelsea. It's in his contract, all right. But he's not been able to do that, so he's not getting that bonus. Because no matter what he does, Kasim, you're always gonna say this guy is intelligent. This guy is a good finisher. This guy is a good player. No. Listen,
I will finish here. I won't finish here.
No, Eric. Listen, we have a game tomorrow.
Yes.
This is a match preview stream.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the game for the past hour and 25 minutes. We spent the first hour talking about the game, and the past hour and 25 minutes talking about something else. What I want to do now, and I'll start with you. So
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna speak to you guys later. Yeah.
We're doing our final thoughts and our score prediction. You don't want to do that?
Right. Come on, then. Come on. Go on. Okay. Come
Wow. Where are you running to, bro? We ain't done.
No. No. I just I want to spend time. Come on.
I hear you, dude. I'm teasing you.
All right.
Where's Boogeyman now? Boogeyman saying something in the comment here.
I'll let you go see it.
That guy loves me. This Boogeyman loves me, man.
That's not Boogeyman. That's an imposter. All right, All right, Eric, my man, I want you to give me your prediction for tomorrow's game, and I want to also hear your final analysis of the match. But before we do that, lads, tomorrow we will be streaming straight after the final whistle. Within 30 minutes of the final whistle, we'll be doing a post-match reaction. We're going to be evaluating everything that took place, and hopefully we get a good result, because I have a feeling if we get a bad result, it's going to be a very, very heated stream. So hopefully it won't be. Hopefully it'll be a nice, chilled stream where we talk about how good Hakim Ziyech was and how bad Timo Werner was and all that kind of good stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Eric, let me hear your final thoughts and the score prediction, please.
Yeah, okay. I will fit what I was trying to say before into what I'm going to say. So,
yeah, go ahead. No problem.
This is... it's going to be very difficult. I can't even... I'm looking forward to the game, but not because I think we will have a dominant performance and win the game. But yeah, I do think we'll win, but I don't think it will be straightforward. Just like I said I didn't think the Watford match would be straightforward, but I didn't expect what I saw. That was we got put through a that's a very tough match, without putting things too bluntly, without being too explicit with what we saw. It was quite difficult to watch. But this match will be... We cannot do what we did against Watford in this match. And I think Werner, who his decision-making is the biggest issue with him. And I don't know if this is the kind of match for him. So I wouldn't expect
Eric,
him to start.
You said his decision-making is not good?
I mean, he doesn't give himself the best chance to score goals. That's the worst part about...
Are you saying he lacks intelligence?
I didn't say that. I didn't say he lacks intelligence. I definitely didn't say that.
I thought that's what he said.
But
that's what it seemed like he said.
The fact that some people think that he's intelligent as a footballer with what we've seen. I mean, shooting the ball with the other foot when you should... Okay, let's not get into that. But... yeah, this is a match for players with close control, players with better dribbling. Fair enough, Lukaku might be too slow for this game, even though I still want to see him start. I think, irrespective of Lukaku's starting or not, like I was trying to say a very long time ago, earlier in the stream, Lukaku isn't... he can't play the way he's been playing. Because before he got injured, he wasn't scoring. He wasn't getting involved in the team. He was just, isolated. So I'm not exactly, excited that Lukaku is back. I want to see us play differently, and Lukaku has to play differently. That's the whole point. We can't just do the same thing we've been doing before because it wasn't working. So that's more important than Lukaku actually playing. But if he plays, I think he will help us. I think he'll help us score. I'm going to go for a narrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, am I going to hear a score prediction in this?
Yeah. Narrow victory. I'll go with a 2-1 win. Oh, I think is that away from home? So 1-2.
Yep. Who do you think will be scoring tomorrow?
Okay.
Then
Yeah, you know what? I'll actually do it for you. It'll be Reece James scoring a brace and Timo Werner on goal. Is that what you were thinking? 2-1.
No, definitely not.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Listen,
Yeah,
seriously, lads.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. In regards to Timo Werner, this is just banter. I love the guy, and I wish him the best of luck, and I hope that he can turn it around for Chelsea and for his career with Chelsea. But right now the talk is all about his lack of finishing, and I hope, and I really, really hope that Timo Werner can turn it around and can show the fan base that he is everything that we think he isn't right now. Apart from Kasim, because Kasim thinks he's everything that he thinks he is. And I think I want to see what Kasim is seeing. I want to see Timo Werner doing it. I truly want to see him doing it because a successful Werner is a successful Chelsea. Eric, 2-1 to Chelsea.
Yes.
Will I see you tomorrow after the game? Will you be here?
Hopefully, I think I should be. It's an early kill, isn't it?
12:30. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but hopefully, I think I'll be available. So
All right.
hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Take care, brother. I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Yeah. Peace. See
Sorry,
you.
guys.
See you later.
Guys, you mind if I go next? Because I just have to put the kid to bed. But I'll just be brief.
Go ahead.
I'll be brief. I know how much Kasim loves my commentary, so
I love it, man. It's all love. It's all love. Honestly, it was only.
No. Listen, I'm serious. I know you love it. But anyway, in terms of tomorrow's game, I just want to say this just to support what you were saying earlier about how we're not here to bash Chelsea players. Yeah, it's a stream about improving our team and our club. It's not about picking on a particular player, coming up with nicknames and calling them trash and all this sort of thing or whatever. Like when I actually watched the game, nobody's more excited when Timo scores than me. I just don't think long term he's going to be at the club, but I'm still excited, just like I was when Torres was going through his hard time. When we've had loads of players in the past who've struggled, I've always supported them. Whenever they scored out, nobody was happier than me. In terms of tomorrow's game, I would like to see Lukaku start because I don't see him as an impact player, to be honest. Every time I've seen him come off the bench, he's taking so long to pick up to the pace of the game. He doesn't really come on with any real aggression. So I'd like to see him start from early. Also, in terms of his form, we have to remember that at the beginning of the season, a lot of his best form came when Reece James was playing. Yeah, and then Reece James gets suspended, then his form drops, then Reece James, I think, picks up an injury, and then Chilwell wasn't playing. So we weren't having those bombing fullbacks and crosses coming in. Like, it just wasn't happening like that. It was literally one or two chances a game, and he was scoring, and that was in his form thing. And then as his form started to tail off, the fullbacks weren't really flying as they have been in the last 4, 5, 6 games. So it'll be interesting to see him with an informed Reece James, and I would obviously love for Chilwell, but that's not going to happen. So I would start him, give him 60 minutes. If he's not performing, then I drag him off. I'm definitely not keeping him on for 90 minutes if he's not playing well. If we're going based on the last game, it would have to be Mason Mount and Ziyech to start for me on either side, and obviously Loftus-Cheek, Jorginho in the middle, Alonso, who's it? Christensen, Rudiger, and
not Silva and Aspi, or Christensen and Aspi.
No, because Aspi looked totally off the pace against Watford for me as well when he was playing. So even at right back, he did next to nothing in that game. So I would, especially in such a game that's so tough. And I think about West Ham is the way we play actually suits them. They love you to have all the pressure and they just counter you, counter. That's what they did to Liverpool. Liverpool pressed, had all the possession, and they just hit them long every time. You expect a lot of long balls tomorrow, second knockdowns. Bowen and Benrahma playing on the wings in spaces. It's going to be I expect an extremely tough game tomorrow. In terms of goal scorers, defenders, those are all we can rely on. So for me, I'm going with Rudiger and I'm going with Rudiger and Reece James.
And
Yeah,
James,
because
yeah.
those are the goal scorers. Those are the guys in full right now. It's not the strikers. Unfortunately, it's the defenders. You know. And
So,
whew, I don't know. You know, I still think they'll score because I think our game is suited to them. So I'm looking at a 2-1. I think that they'll counter, and that will be a problem for us. You know. So I'm thinking 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 tomorrow.
all right, sweet pod. Will you be around after the game?
Yes, I will.
All right, sweet. I'll send you a link.
All right, thank you.
All right, pod.
Cheers, guys.
Take care, brother. Have a good
All
night.
right.
See you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Right.
Good night. Bye bye. Kasim, I know you want to go, so I'll let you give me your final thoughts and your score prediction for tomorrow.
Right. I'm about to address a couch as well about Timo Werner and Lukaku, but I'm not going to go there now.
I'll
I
find
was
you on
ready
your
for
stream
you
later
as well,
on.
Dennis. You're lucky, man.
I'll find you on your stream later on tonight.
Yeah, I'm
and
going
deal
my
with your
stream
case.
later.
I'll deal with your case.
I don't want to
later.
say. I want to ask you more first about my stream thing. Yeah, I'm going my stream later on. So you can come in, guys. We need to win tomorrow, more. There's no way around it. I mean, who's Man City playing Watford, so I can see 4-5 easy as well. I really do. So yeah, we need to win tomorrow. I've got a feeling we're gonna win tomorrow. I know what West Ham like is gonna come fast in the face and stuff like that. So let's pray. Because I'm tired. Tired of what, my mate? Come on, tell me. Tired of what? No, I'm gonna talk positive now, bro. I'm gonna talk positive now. So we're gonna win tomorrow, hopefully. I'm gonna go 2-0 Chelsea tomorrow. Antonio's in good form. And I'm worried about Bowen. That Gerard Bowen, he's a dangerous man for them. And from that right hand side to them more. But I don't want Alonso to start. I'm not gonna lie, more. I don't want Alonso to start. But yeah, ultimately, guys, you need to understand in the chat, we'll always discuss things. We're not arguing. We just want the best for our club, and we'll have respect for each other. We just hate it up a bit, but ultimately we respect each other. And everyone has got a different opinion and is respected. But that's what we do. Like Mo said, we don't want to be like an Arsenal fan. We want to the best. We need to high our standard, but we need to speak fairly as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go Chelsea win tomorrow, Mo, and yeah, I'll be happy tomorrow. Hopefully, when we win, we get the 3 points. That's it. That's what I want to say.
Sweet. Will you be available after the game?
Tomorrow, yeah. What time is it? Is it early kickoff?
Mo, can I tell Kasim this before he goes?
Yeah, come on.
If you don't stop this slander against Hakim Ziyech, I'm gonna stop coming on your channel. Okay? Stop it.
What did he say? Sorry, I missed that because someone mentioned.
He said if you don't behave yourself and give Hakim Ziyech some respect,
he's been playing well, Mo. I have no agenda. I swear. He's been playing well and he scored a goal.
You did. Look at Timo Werner for you is a prophet. Hakim Ziyech is Satan. If you don't stop it, I'm not coming to the channel.
Listen. I tell you something. I'll be consistent. Ziyech, I don't think Benson is good enough. I don't think he's going to stay next year. But in my opinion, he did same as Werner. He won us the Champions League. He won us top 4. Exactly the same. Credit to him. You know, I'm not consistent, mate. I love Ziyech to score. I cannot see him starting tomorrow though, because of the physicality of the game. But if he come in and score, or even he start and score, I'll be happy. It's all about Chelsea, teamwork. All we need the 3 points. That's all. I'll be happy, man. That's it. That's what I want to say.
Well said, brother.
Eric Dugan, I'm the same.
What did he say?
I'm the same. He said, anytime I hear the term intelligence from now on, I'll be thinking about this stream tonight. Big up, Eric.
Yeah. Listen, Abdullah, I love you, bro. Abdullah B, I love you, bro. Give the man the rest here. So I'm going to have a rest now. So,
Qasim, تصبح على خير, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Can I just say, sure. I'm in tomorrow after the game, Mo. But tonight, guys, are gonna try to stream. So I'm just telling the guys here. So everyone more than welcome to come to my stream. Thanks for having me, Mo. I appreciate that. And I'm hoping you hit the 550 like, Mo, no?
Hold on.
You have 2 more before I go. Come on, guys.
we got 141 likes, but subscribers, we smashed it. Subscribers, we have hit. What is it? 452. So we've
happy with
passed
that?
the 450. Yeah, but we need to get some likes. We need to get some likes.
Listen, come on, before I go, guys, listen, I love you guys. It's a good night. Hit the 150, guys. It was a good debate today, good discussion.
Listen, people. QNTV. I don't know. Kasim doesn't sleep. He doesn't sleep. So he streams every night from 12 o'clock until like Salat al-Fajr, until morning prayers, man. He's there streaming. So if you guys are up late and you have nothing to do, go on QNTV and give him a watch.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you.
It's not a good channel. It's not as good as Couch Critics channel, but it's all right. It's all
Well,
right. You'll
obviously
enjoy it.
not, but I'm known to go on the QNTV late at night as well because it's my boy.
No,
Like,
Dennis is a brother. We're only beginning, only student, Mo. Well, me and Dennis, I don't know about Dennis, but me and Dennis is student, isn't it? So,
definitely.
So hold on a second. Would this be a fair analogy? You and Dennis are Karate Kid, and I'm Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Right, listen,
You know what?
wax
I think
on,
Kazim's
wax off. You
actually-
understand?
I think Kazim's more the guy, the Billy or whatever the guy is.
Yeah, with the bandana.
From the Cobra Club.
Oh, that's it. I'm wearing the bandana, Dennis. So you got that right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Danny boy. Karate Kid. Yeah, so Mo, I see you hopefully tomorrow. But I need to see you when I'm happy, Mo, because if I'm not happy, I'm not coming to the stream, Mo.
Listen, if we lose, don't come. Don't come if we lose.
Because people you would know about
Be happy, Kasim. Be happy.
I can't, mate. I can't.
Be happy, Kasim. Be smart.
Try my best to try. Thanks for having me, Mo. I appreciate that.
Habibi, anytime.
Yalla fa manillah. Yalla ma salam. See you guys. Bye.
Yes, peace. Can I go next? Because my son's gonna start crying soon.
Let's hear it.
Sorry, guys. Yo, I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna go back to my own lineup because I think that I kind of need to explain that a little bit better. I don't think that we have the ability to play with 2 6s tomorrow, like 2 actual 6s against the likes of Souček and Rice in there, because those guys are just real no nonsense, like play physical. So if we went with Ruben and Jorginho in there, I feel like we'd have a harder time trying to cope with their midfield. It's part of the reason why I wanted to have like Jorginho as a holding 6 and Ruben and Mason Mount as 2 8s, because it'd give them more work going for, box to box. It'd give them a little bit more work, but it also, because I don't think either of them would be strong enough to play the 6, it gives us another option in the midfield. So we're going 3v2 as opposed to 2v2. So I think that could be an option for Tuchel if he's thinking about switching it up a bit and giving guys that, if you can't necessarily play the 3-4-3 quite effectively, why try? You have options to play with the 3-4 or 3-1-4-2, and I think that's something that he could look at. But aside from that, I really do think that this is a really, really big match, not just because it's a London derby. I think that Chelsea need to start finding their football again. Like, we kind of lost our way a little bit with the Watford game. Obviously, we had a lot of rotation, but also the Man United game. Like, as much as we were dominant in that performance, we're not quite in succinct form right now, and I want that to end now. This is how you win titles. You don't win titles when you go 3-4 games not finding your best football. You have to be consistent, and that means, like, as you slip up, even though Watford you can't consider a slip up because we got the 3 points, find your football again right away. You've got players coming back into the squad. I think Lukaku will definitely be up for this one. If there's anyone that you expect him to really be up for, it's this one, because of the fact that he'll have confidence, having known that he scores against these guys a lot. So that's the first reason why I think he should play. Secondly, if we're talking about like his fitness levels not being up, just give him a straight 60. Straight up, tell him give you everything that he can for 60 minutes, and then we can rein in the subs, bring on like a Pulisic or something like that to change the pace of the game. Yeah. Whoever, just to change the pace of the game, right? Like, that's how you utilize him now. But you have to give him the start because, number one, he hasn't really looked very good off the bench. It's very hard for him to come to the grips of the pace of the game. He tends to grow into matches anyway. So if you don't give him the runway to grow into the match, he has no purpose. So I would start him, and then if he doesn't give you what you want after 60, it's a very easy substitution. Regardless of what the position of the game we're in, or whether we're winning or losing or it's draw, I think that should be the direction you take with that. But me, I'm feeling confident about this one. I don't know why. I think Reece James adds a lot to this attack, and we're missing him sorely when he's not there. And him coming back in is going to give us something else that I don't think that that West Ham can handle. So I'm going to go with a 2-0. I'm going to say Lukaku gets on the score sheet. And I say this almost every game, but it has to happen at some point. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's going to score.
I'd like that. I would definitely like that. Yeah, he's due a goal. He's due a goal.
Yeah, definitely.
Dennis, big up to you. Hopefully, 2-0. Hopefully we'll see you after the match here, where we will be celebrating a good win against West Ham. Hopefully,
it's probably unlikely if you guys are going right after, because my little guy goes to soccer, so I have to take him.
Yeah, no,
and it's early.
Half an hour after the final whistle.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, I'll try and jump on. You guys will go for a little bit, anyways. You guys will go for more than like
couple hours.
Couple hours.
Couple hours.
So you'll see me at some point, though.
Sweet.
But fellas, take care, man. Up the Chelsea, man. Let's get it tomorrow.
Take care.
Have a good day.
Have a good night. Have a good night. Bye, Couch. All right, we'll go Declared. Then we'll go MDT. I'm going to make MDT wait tonight. Declared.
Sure, maybe MDT, you don't have anything to do. Maybe someone needs you.
No, it's alright. It's alright.
MDT is just waiting for Kasim to set up a stream so he can switch from here, jump straight onto there, and give Kasim some what's the word? Unrestricted points of view. Let me hear it, Declared. Your score prediction and your final thoughts for tomorrow's match.
I'm not as confident as everyone else.
Wow, okay.
Because our recent games haven't been that good. I haven't been happy with them. And West Ham is sitting top 4. You know what I mean? This is actually a hard game. This is one. I'm trying to say 10 things at once, but this team is so solid that they're going to give us so much issue. Like we've struggled against, that Watford game and all the other games. We just struggled. These games, they're hard to break down. Even I think Lukaku's going to start, but he's not going to have it over these defenders. They're just as big as him. I think he's going to start and he's going to be quiet. We got a lot of players coming back. I think players aren't 100% and they'll play. And so this is not a great game when we haven't had all our players pretty much match fitness, ready to go. They're not 100%. So I think Chelsea not 100% won't get it over West Ham. And I think this game's going to be a draw. Just because the way we're playing, and they're not going to give us, our conversion rate hasn't been that great, and they're not going to give us much chances. And even if we do win, it's going to be very narrow. I can see maybe 1-0, maybe there's some luck, but besides that, I think we're drawing this game.
I'm concerned about Zuma.
Well, he's going to be right up for it against us.
Yeah. And Zuma's a good player, and he's going to make it hard for us because he knows everything that he needs to know about the Chelsea attackers. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I've got a lot of time for Zuma. I've got a lot of time for him. But tomorrow it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. Yeah.
It will.
Declared, if you're around after the game, jump on. We'll. Are you following me on Twitter, Declared?
I think I am, but if not, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure I was.
Yeah, if you are, send me a DM. I'll send you a link to the stream before we start, because tomorrow's stream is not going to be an open stream, especially if we lose. If we win, I might open it up from the beginning, but if we lose, it's going to be one of them, bite your tongue kind of streams. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes.
Aren't they great? Let everyone's emotions run wild. Yeah, fresh emotions.
It's good for entertainment value, but it's not good for.
It's not, because it's fresh emotions. People will say stuff they regret, and it is entertainment. It's funny to me. Because it's fresh, it's on the spot. You know what I mean? just like when you watch it with your friends, and you know, as the game goes, it's just that fresh emotions. People say that if people say stuff they don't probably mean.
Yeah.
But
Glad-
that's the game. That's what.
I had I think 15 to 20 videos, because this was before I started streaming. I used to pre-recorded videos. I must have like 15 to 20 videos. I had to delete because of me reacting to, you know, matches under Lampard in the, you know, just before he was sacked, and there was a lot of bad results, and I literally had to delete them reaction videos, because I'd post it, I'd leave it on for a couple of days, it would hit 2,000-3,000 views, and then I'd watch it again and I'd be like, I shouldn't have said that, and I just delete the videos. I've deleted so many videos because of that. So I've realized that if I'm going to stream, I'm either going to be really controlled, or I just don't do it. I'll wait for a day or so before I stream to react to it. But it is what it is, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Declared, I think it's afternoon where you're at, right?
Yeah. No, it's still morning. Still just 11 a.m.
Still morning. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will catch you after the game. Have a good one.
I'll
Take
just
care, brother.
quickly ask. You said you're doing a
Yeah.
stream before the game? Or
No, after the game.
Have a good day.
after the game? All right.
After the game.
Good night, MDT.
All right, Declared. Take care.
See
Bye
ya.
bye. Cheers. MDT. All right, I kept you waiting, and for that I apologize. But
It's okay.
I want to hear your thoughts on the game, your predicted scoreline, and how you think it's going to pan out.
I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy because I was worried for the Watford one, because if I thought the way they play, they will play exactly like Brentford, which is and we don't have players, because we knew Saul was going to play with Rubin, so we didn't have anybody to pick the second ball. Like when our defenders had the ball, second ball, that's what they kill us on. That's why all the play was in our half. But this one with Jorginho playing, even though they have Rice and Soucek, I believe we can work around them. I don't know why. I have a feeling that this is going to be a Leicester result. Like what we did to Leicester, we can do it to them, because they will not be scared of us. They're going to think they can beat us. By thinking that will be the best thing that happened to us, because I want West Ham to think that they can beat us and play their game. And if they play their game, we'll pick them apart like we did Leicester. I don't know why. I have that feeling. That's what they're going to do.
What if they play their game and they end up playing like Watford did the other night and won us ragged?
Oh, no, the thing is, with the way Watford play, West Ham will need to have three midfielders, because you remember Watford had 3 midfielders against our 2. That's how they pin us down. And like everybody said, Lukaku is going to start. If Lukaku starts, they can't do that, because you know what? We can hit it long. When we played at Watford, we couldn't, because there was nobody that can hold the ball up. Kai could only head it. You know, he couldn't hold the ball up against those big defenders. So if they play the Watford way, if Lukaku starts, that's even worse for them, because what happens is you'll be fighting with them. We will have somebody that can fight with their defenders. So because Watford, that was our disadvantage. Each time the ball went to our front 3, they just shoved them off the ball. It kept coming. There was no respite. With Lukaku, he will win free kicks, or at least have few balls that he will fight with those defenders. So I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a Leicester game. I don't know why I feel that way. I was worried with Watford. I was worried with the United. You remember when I said if we play Timo Werner, this is the worst game, because I knew how they were going to play. But this West Ham, I don't know why. I believe West Ham think they can beat us, which is great. Let them think like that.
West Ham want to keep up with the pack, and to keep up with the pack,
yes,
they're going to have to take points away from the pack. So, they're going to try it. They're going to try it tomorrow. Definitely, they will definitely be trying to take points away from us. I think
because United.
Go on.
United were scared. They were scared to lose, because they didn't want us to open the gap. That's why they play like that. But West Ham, because the pack is close, because if Tottenham win their game in hand, they're above West Ham. So West Ham going to think they can beat us, because especially when they saw Watford, they saw United, they're going to think that they can beat us. And All we have to avoid is silly free kicks, which I'm worried about a little bit with Alonso. If we avoid these silly free kicks, because West Ham set piece, they're very good at it. If we avoid silly free kicks, silly corners, like instead of clearing the ball, want to play out stupidly and, giving them unnecessary corners or free kicks, I think that's the threat. And even that, the team we look at, we have a lot of height in that team because Lukaku is a good defender in the box. Alonso is good. Silva is good. Rudiger is good. James is good. Ruben is good with his head. Kai is good. So we have a lot of players that can defend set piece. So I don't know why. I have a feeling this is going to be the Leicester type of game. Like we were worried with Leicester. What ended up happening? With United we thought it's going to be because they were out of form. But I'm more worried about teams that don't want to lose than teams that want to win. Well, this West Ham team, they think they can beat Chelsea. Even like my former client, Steve Gang, he said West Ham fan, he's been texting me that they're gonna batter us forever, blowing bubbles. I'm like, okay, don't worry, the bubble will be in your eyes tomorrow. So, yeah, I think we're gonna win. It's gonna be a Leicester type of game, and I think Mount will score and Ruben, and maybe Kyle, if Lukaku start, one of them as well might score.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going for 4-0. I'm telling you, 4-0.
You're always predicting big scorelines, Mo. You're always predicting the big ones.
Yeah, I win some, I lose some, but
yeah, ambitious.
I believe I believe in this team. If we play our way, no one can stop us. Whenever we have bad result, it's on us.
True.
Yeah.
True. Will you be available after the game tomorrow? Will you jump on?
Yeah. The kids go to madrasa, but after that I drop them at the tennis club, and then I can come. My wife will pick them up. So I will. Yeah.
All right. Well, fantastic. Well, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow after the game. Have a good night, and if you go to Kasim's stream, tell him I said hello.
I know. I just need to do some invoice, then I will jump on because he's the one that keep me company while I'm doing my paperwork. You have a good day, okay?
You too.
Stay blessed.
You too. Ma'asalama. Ma'asalama, Habibi. Ma'asalama. Bye bye. Wow. 3 hours. Just under 3 hours. Fantastic stream, guys. Fantastic stream. We didn't hit 150 likes. We got 145 likes. So I need 5 more likes. If there's any of you who haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Let's get to 150. And subscriber wise, we're doing all right. If you haven't subscribed to the Blue Lounge and you're watching the stream and you're enjoying it, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. We will be back tomorrow, literally straight after the match with West Ham. What's Kasim's stream? Hold on, I'll get it for you. 1 second. Let me see if he started streaming already. He hasn't, so I will give you a link to his channel. 1 second. Here is QNTV. Copy. Alright, so this is a link to QNTV Kasim's channel. Click on that. He will be streaming tonight. I thought he'd be starting already. He hasn't started yet. So he'll be starting in a minute. Click on that. Go give him a subscription. Give him a like and tell him I said hello. People, I will see you all tomorrow after the match. I'll stream 20 minutes to half an hour after the match, and then we will discuss the result. Have a good night, people. Thank you for being part of the stream, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.